Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome to today's webinar training with our special guest. I'm really excited to be on here. My name is Justin Atlin from ClickBank, and let me know in the chat box first. Just say hi, Justin, if you guys can hear me, because I want to make sure I'm not talking to myself over here tonight. All right, cool, awesome. They're flowing in. So we have hundreds of people on today. And we'll probably hit max capacity. So just so you guys know, for being here, your spot is basically secure for the rest of this training. But if you were to leave and then we hit that 1,000 mark, which I think we're going to hit, then you won't be able to get back in. So I want to make sure you stick around because the stuff we're going to be talking about today is really, really exciting stuff. I know I'm actually excited for it. I've got a pen and paper handy. I want to make sure you guys do that too. So go ahead, get out a pen, get some paper because you're going to want to take notes. Before we kind of get into all the training and I welcome in Adam Short, our special guest, before I do that, I want to see in the chat box, where are you currently right now sitting on the computer or on your smartphone or tablet? Where are you in the world? I'm very curious. Australia, Japan, Argentina, Colorado, Texas, Sweden, South Africa, Mississippi, Wisconsin, Mexico, Minneapolis, Morocco, New York, a lot of South Africas actually, Switzerland, India. It just amazes me how everyone's all over the world. It's so crazy what you can do with the internet these days and reach out to everyone. How many of you guys actually have been on a training webinar with me or with ClickBank? Let me know in the chat. Have you been on a training webinar with me? Let me know. Yes, no, yes, 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 yes. Okay, cool. So I'm excited. I see some of the same faces I've seen many times. As you guys know, this is going to be an awesome training-packed webinar with some special surprises along the way. So let's just get into it. I mean, I can see some people I actually had some emails saying, hey, I'm going to show up late. Please don't get into the good stuff yet. So we're going to actually just get started. And I'm really excited to introduce you guys to Adam Short. He's someone that got started on ClickBank just like I was. Just so you guys know a little backstory about me first, I got started on ClickBank and basically after generating millions of dollars on the ClickBank platform, teamed up with ClickBank to help educate the client base and help you guys find more success at ClickBank. So kind of helping head this whole education sector of ClickBank. And the biggest things, you guys, to finding success, the biggest shortcut to success is really seeing what other successful people are doing and learn from them, right? Emulate them and learn from their mistakes what doesn't work and learn from their huge successes what does work. So that's why we have Adam Short on the line for this awesome case study event. So Adam, are you there?
I'm here. Thanks so much for having me, Justin.
Yeah, it's great. I know I'm excited for it, and everyone else here seems super pumped up. So, yeah, let's kind of get into it.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, if it works for you, then I'll just take it away and just jump right into the presentation. Welcome again, everyone. My name's Adam Short, and it's a pleasure to be here. And I'm really, really looking forward to sharing just some really, really powerful information with you on this call. It's stuff that I'm really excited about because I do it every day. It's enabled me to create a really great online business for myself, and I just love teaching it as well. So I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you. And really, I'm just going to be walking you through on this call a system for creating automated income online, primarily through ClickBank. And you should see on the screen a slide that says Niche Profit Full Control, how to create a 5 to 6 figure per month automated online business. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. So what is Niche Profit Full Control exactly? That's what I call this system. That's what I call this blueprint that I'm going to be sharing with you. And essentially, it's two parts. Part one is rapidly launching new niche websites that each earn between $500 all the way up to $6,000 per month each, and can be set up really quickly, like we're talking in less than a day. And then part two is ramping them up. So you can take one of these sites and really supercharge it and bring it up to 5 or even 6 figures per month. And the amazing thing about it, one of the amazing things, is that this is really something that anyone can do. And I know that because I've been teaching this system now for many years, and I've seen people who have started knowing nothing about internet marketing and having no prior marketing or computer experience come in and just follow the steps and just do exactly what I say to do, and have seen amazing results. And I'll introduce you to some of those people as we get into this call. So now my personal results with this, again, this has just been an amazing business for me, and personally I've used the exact system, exactly what I'm sharing with you on this call, I've used to generate an average of $107,000 per month in automated passive income, totally passive income, income that comes in whether I'm working or not for it. And it's been like that each and every month consistently for the past 8 years, which is an average of about $1.2 million per year. And so it's been a great business. It's a 7-figure business that I've been able to create from home with really nothing more than my computer. And to me, that's just, it's an amazing thing. So what makes the system so special? Why is this such a great model to follow online? Well, several reasons. Number one, it's really, really fast. So it's fast. Once you learn how to do it, you can implement it quickly, and it works quickly. So you can get a site up in literally less than a day, and that site can start making money that same day, or even literally that same day, or within a day. And it's also evergreen. So that means that these sites that you're creating, they're not like fly-by-night sites that are here today, gone tomorrow. These are high-quality sites that actually give value. So they last a very long time. I'm going to share a site with you in a sec that I've had for over 10 years now that makes money every single day. So these sites last literally forever once you set them up, and that's amazing. It's also cutting edge. So this isn't like, I'm not showing you anything here that doesn't work anymore. This is the latest, greatest version of the system that I'm using right now, that my students are currently using right now to get great results with. It's automated. These sites are literally automated. It's the automated aspect of these sites that creates passive income, and that passive income is what creates freedom. It's what is going to enable you to have an asset, have a business that generates income for you, whether you're working or not. And that's, to me, that's what building an internet business is all about. It's not just about making more money, because you don't have to stop there. You can build something that literally gives you freedom over your time, and that's an amazing thing. So, and it's also highly profitable. So a little bit of background on me and just how I got started online, just so you know who you're listening to and you know what I've done and how this whole system came to be. And so I'll kind of just start with this slide here. So that's a photo there of myself a long time ago, back in 2003 with my mother and sister. And that was graduation day from college. And so I graduated from college in 2003. I was a literature major, so I didn't have any marketing or computer experience really. I just used my computer to, write my papers for school. And I went to school in Southern California. I'm from Seattle originally. And when I graduated, though, I didn't have a job, and I, didn't really know what I wanted to do. And about a month went by, and a friend of mine called me up. And I wasn't thinking at that time I was going to get into internet marketing. I didn't even know what internet marketing was. But a friend called me, and he was working for this company called Overture, which many people don't know what Overture is now, because they're kind of long gone. But back then, Overture was really an exciting brand new company. They invented pay-per-click, literally. So like Google AdWords, Yahoo's ad network, Facebook, all those big PPC networks that we see out there today, all basically copied Overture. They pioneered pay-per-click. So he was working for this company, and he said, hey, there's an open position, you should come interview. And I said, okay. So I went in. I didn't really know much about the company, but I interviewed and got the job. And when I got inside the company, my eyes just opened up, and the reason was because there was this group of people in the company who were actually, they were kind of these rebels. They were working for the company as employees, but they were also making money on the Overture network. So back then, this was really easy to do. You would basically anyone could do it. You could set up an Overture account, and set up some pay-per-click ads and just connect those ads to your affiliate links. And you could promote really any affiliate offer out there and make money because these ads were so cheap, like pennies per click. So these people were just setting up ads all day long promoting any affiliate program out there that was, decent and pocketing the commissions. They weren't even setting up their own sites. So this was back in like the wild west of pay-per-click, and I started doing this because anyone could do it, and I was just fortunate, and it just opened my eyes, and it was just this whole amazing new world opened up before me where, whoa, I can make money online and not have to work a full-time job or work for a company anymore. And that was just really amazing to me. So I started making really good money with this for the 22-year-old, 23-year-old by this point, and I actually left Overture after about 9 months, and I thought this is what I was going to do full-time for the foreseeable future. And I was, feeling really good about things, and that's when everything just came crashing down for me. So basically, Overture's rules changed. You couldn't do anymore what you could because their policies changed, and that was kind of the beginning of the transformation of pay-per-click, where they got a lot more stringent with things, and my income was pretty much wiped out overnight. And there I was without a job and really just kind of in shock about what happened. So I really stepped away from the internet at that stage because that was a sort of a traumatic experience, and I just went back to work. I got a job at Expedia, a safe job in the corporate world for a couple of years, but then I kind of came back to internet marketing because I wanted to give it another shot. After I felt like I kind of recovered, I kind of came back at it, but this time with a lot more caution. And it took me another couple of years, but I was really cautious this time, and I wanted to create something where something like that could never happen again. I wanted to just be able to put in the work, create something, and have it pay me over and over again, and it just would never go anywhere. So I looked for those elements that create automation, and I became really obsessive about it. And I looked for those elements that create staying power, and then just looked for the easiest way to do these things. And that result is what the system resulted from that I'm sharing with you on this call. So I launched this website. This was my first successful site after that Overture experience. And the site's betatips.com. I launched the site back in 2005. It's when everything finally started to click. And the site had made over $1,000 within the first 2 weeks. And that was really exciting to me because I didn't really have to do much work to make that money after I'd launched the site. Fast forward to today, and this site still makes money every single day with no ongoing work. So once I saw that this was working, I just went into super productivity mode and I just started cranking these sites out. So I've actually applied this exact formula to over 300 niches since then and built a big portfolio of sites. And then I've taken certain sites and ramped those up, all of which I'm going to share with you how to do on the call. So now just to share, because I want to share some actual real financial results, and this is not to boast or brag. And it's just to show you my results from this so that you can see I'm getting results with it. And I'm not, by the way, going to share like screenshots of different accounts because I wanted to share something that was, the bottom line, 100% legitimate, and that's my tax returns. So with that said, here's 2012. I just want to share really quickly, because I want to show you this is a 7-figure per year business. You can build it to this height. So there's 1.3 million. And from 2012's tax return, 2013, 1,086,000, and 2014, 1,041,000. So one of the cool things is that last year, 2014, I really didn't work that much. I was able to travel around, and these are pictures from various trips that we took, and it was just that was amazing to me that the business was still able to bring in 7 figures per year that year without me really having to sit around doing any work. So that's what's possible with this, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do. And it's all about, by the way, it's how you set it up. Building an income stream online, if you do it, there's different ways to do it, and you can do it in a way where it doesn't end up being automated and still make money, but it's not automated, or you can do it right from the very beginning, and it will be automated and still make money. And that's what I'm going to show you, the full strategy, really. So these are just some quick some quick pictures of people who I've taught this system to. I'll share more specific case studies with you a little bit later, but these are people who started from scratch, and there are literally hundreds of people who have gone through my program, my previous training program, and have built amazing life-changing businesses having gone through it. So I'll introduce you to some of them a little bit later on in the call. But again, like I keep saying, you can do it too. You absolutely can. So if you're not where you're want to be right now with your online business, or even if you're satisfied with where you are right now, but you just want to take things to the next level, or even just start a new income stream online, you can do it all with this system. And the cool thing, again, there's no prior training required. You can do this from literally anywhere in the world. It's simple once you know how it works, and it's very, very inexpensive. You literally, to get this off the ground, only need a domain name, which is about $10 per year. Now, as we go forward, I'm going to be not only showing you what to do on this call, but I'll be sharing a lot of my own, or several of my own real money-making sites so that you can see how this works in the real world and you can model exactly what I'm doing. That way, you'll never have to second guess anything, and you can just see how it works and basically copy it. So just to get things kicked off, I've pulled this slide up just because, to me, this represents, when I saw this slide, it represents how I felt personally when I was trying to get my online business off the ground. Just overwhelmed and frustrating, because you look at something like this and it's like, where do you start? And do you need to know all of these things? And how do they all connect? And all those questions come up, and it can really be frustrating. And I know that a lot of people who I've taught this system to, they start out at that point too. So if you're kind of feeling that way, or if you've ever felt that way, then the good news is we're going to clarify all this on this call. So we're going to just break through all this and put these things in their place and clarify which are important, which aren't, and how everything fits together. So to do that first, I'm going to pull up this diagram here, and you don't have to know exactly what this diagram is right now and how it works, but basically it's the representation of a 7-figure per year online business following this formula. And we're going to go through, and by the end of the call, you're going to know exactly what all of this is and why it's important and all of that stuff. But I just wanted to give you a sneak peek right now and show you what it is and just let you have a look at it, and then we're going to go through it in detail as we go. Now, there's 2 phases to the system, and you don't have to do both. You can just do phase 1, or you can do phase 1 and 2. We're going to go through both on the call. So phase 1, I simply call liftoff, and this is all about just launching simple niche affiliate sites and quickly building targeted subscriber lists with those sites, targeted email lists, and generating revenue very quickly, again, often within days. And I call these sites automatic selling machines, or ASMs, because that's what they are. They sell stuff for you on autopilot. And you can, again, set them on autopilot, and they'll make money for you for years with no ongoing work. So these sites that you set up, by the way, in phase 1, in terms of how much they're going to make, I have sites that make me $500 per month. I have sites that make me $5,000 per month, and everywhere in between. So it's going to vary. And you can launch one site and really focus on it and ramp it up, or you can launch multiple. And it's really up to you. Once you know how this works, though, there's really no cap on your income because you can do this as much as you want, as many times as you want. And that's one of the additional amazing things about it. So that's phase 1. Phase 2, I call this profit stacking, and this is where you take one of your ASMs and you supercharge it. So we'll talk more about that later. We'll go into some of the aspects of profit stacking. But the main focus of the call is going to be on phase 1, which is just launching these simple affiliate sites, because this is going to give you the essential tools. And if you know how to do this, you can make a ton of money with just phase 1 alone. I mean, I did this for years. I built hundreds of sites just following this simple phase 1 formula, built that into a very nice 5-figure that sometimes dipped into 6-figure per month business with these little sites. So this can be very, very lucrative. And so if you know how to do this, you're really in a good place. And then if you know how to do just some of the profit stacking stuff, you can just take things to a whole new level. So, but we're going to focus and make sure that you're really clear on phase 1 first. So here's how it works. It's really simple. It's nuts and bolts internet marketing, but it's done in a very strategic way that yields a lot of automation. So step 1 is we're going to start with a lead offer page, also known as an opt-in page. And that's where you're going to be collecting names and email addresses. So you're going to be choosing a niche. I'll show you how to do that in a sec. Choosing a niche, setting up an opt-in page, and then driving traffic to that opt-in page. Now, on this call, we're going to talk a lot about Facebook traffic. There's lots of different ways to drive traffic out there. Facebook's just one of them, but we're going to hone in on that one tonight. And then on your lead offer page, you want to give away something of value for free. So you're going to give away, in this case, we're going to talk about giving away a free report. Because in order to collect the lead, to get someone to give you their name and email, you've got to give away something of value that they want. Now, there's a right way to give that away. There's a wrong way to give it away. There's a right way to do all this stuff. And there's the wrong way to do this stuff. So, of course, we're going to be going through the right way. Now, after somebody goes through and opts in and gets that free report, we're going to take them through an automated email follow-up sequence. And that's where you're going to be making a lot of your sales, is through that sequence. And it's how you do that that makes all the difference. And then, now, I like to promote products 99% of the time. I'll promote a product over at ClickBank, and I'll just promote one well-chosen, carefully chosen product. And I'll just build my entire follow-up sequence around that product and just sell lots of copies of it. And then, of course, when I make sales, ClickBank pays me my commissions, and that's it. So that right there is an ASM. But again, it's how you do these things. It's not so much what these things. It is what these things are, but it's how you do them as well. So I'm going to actually take one of my sites. So this is a site that we created recently, and it's become a really successful site. It's a simple ASM site, automatic selling machine, and I'm going to just reconstruct it for you. I'm going to go back to the beginning and just show you step by step how we created this site. So when you know how I created this site, you can go out and you can create your own, and you can create as many as you want because the formula stays the same in whatever niche you go into. So this is the actual diagram we just looked at, but now I've actually applied it to this site, freelancewritingresources.com. Now just to go back for a sec, what is this site? This site it's all about helping freelance writers make money from freelance writing, make more money from freelance writing. So the niche is freelance writers, and doing a little bit of research, I discovered that freelance writers, they want to know how to make more money from their freelance writing. It's really that simple. So I built a simple little website, a simple little ASM helping them do that. And that's what the system is in a nutshell. You're just going out, you're identifying problems that people are having and setting up little websites that offer solutions and recommending products that offer solutions and earning a commission as an affiliate. That's it. That's it. And it's really that simple. So this is the diagram for this site. Now we're going to gray it out just to start from a fresh, clean slate. And now we're going to go back through, and I'm going to walk through each of these steps with you, and we're going to fill this back in as we go. And by the end, we'll have our full-fledged ASM up and run, fully completed, and you'll be able to see all the pieces and how they fit together. So the whole process starts with choosing a product over at ClickBank. And before I go over to ClickBank and do this, and before you go and do this, just some preliminary information just to help you get in the right get the right frame of how to look at this. So when it comes to internet marketing and making money online, the first thing just to know is that there's really 3 top-level categories where 95+% of the money is made online. So, and this is just something I've learned through years and years of experience. And it's not just me. I mean, people who do internet marketing for a long time, they'll all tell you the same thing. Health, relationships, and money, that's where the majority of the money is made online when it comes to selling digital products. So just knowing this alone, you're going to be able to hone in on niches within these categories that are really lucrative. So, you can branch out of these categories and go into niches that aren't related to health and relationships and money, but going into them, these are surefire winners where it's really easy to make money, and there's a lot of it in these markets. So now, starting with that in mind, now we can drill into topics within those categories because we want to niche it down. We want to find a specific audience. So my site, for instance, Freelance Writing Resources, that site isn't about just how to make money for anyone. It's about how to make money as a freelance writer. That's a niche. So it's specific to a target market, a very specific group of people. So for instance, with health, there are certain topics within health that are particularly lucrative. So nutrition, dieting and fat loss, and stress management. In relationships, there's getting your ex back, dating for men, dating for women. In money, there's real estate, investing and trading, starting or growing an online business. etc. And there's many others. Now, once you've drilled down and you know these categories, that now you know them and you know what the topics are, because we've identified them here, now you can identify niches within those topics. So a niche, that's what you want to build your site around. So in nutrition, for example, there's the paleo diet, right? And that's an example of a niche, because if you can read my handwriting there, that says paleo. That's a specific group of people who are interested in nutrition, but they're specifically interested in the paleo diet. So that's how you do it. You start with a category, go into the topic, and then drill it down one level further. Now, to make this really easy, I put together a report that I'm going to give you access to at the end of this call. I'll give you a link where you can download it. It's my top 50 niches report. I sat down about a month and a half ago and just sat down and just spent a couple hours, about half a day, going through all my files and just identifying the top niches right now online, what the most lucrative niches are, and I just put them all into this report. So, and complete with research and different stats to give you insight into the niches. So I'm going to give you a copy of this at the end of the call, and you can literally, if you want to just choose a great niche and build a site quickly, open this report up and just point at one and build a site around it, and you'll be in really good shape. So I'll give you a link to that at the end of the call. But I also want to show you how did I identify these niches so that you know how to identify them too. So I'm over at ClickBank now, and this is exactly how I go about it. And the process really hasn't changed much in the last 10 years. So I'm at ClickBank, and ClickBank's amazing because for many reasons, but one is that as an affiliate marketer, we can go and we can look in their marketplace of all the products that they have listed, and we can see how well those products are selling. ClickBank gives us information to help us see that, and that helps us make the right decisions about what to promote. So I'm here at ClickBank, and I always start by going into the affiliate marketplace. So that link is right there at the top. And once you do, you'll see categories listed down the left, which is where you want to focus your attention. So we have, you can see arts and entertainment, betting systems, business, investing, etc. We have those categories, and at this stage in the game, you can really go into any category you want. This is, there's no rules, there's no best category. So, but I'm going to go into employment and jobs in this example. So if we click into that, now we see products listed down the right. So we see real translator jobs, real writing jobs, legit online jobs. All of these are products that people, individual people, we'll call them vendors, have created. These are digital, downloadable products or streaming videos that people have created and placed for sale on ClickBank. So now when I'm looking through the marketplace, I always am looking first at gravity. So I'm circling that in red there. So you can see that first product there has a gravity of 51, the second one 41, the third one 23. And I always look at gravity first because gravity simply tells us how well affiliates are doing promoting these products. Now I've come to understand that essentially, and the definition of gravity is basically this. So 1 point of gravity is awarded when a unique affiliate makes his or her first sale, and it's refreshed from what I understand about weekly. So now a point is only awarded on the first sale and not on subsequent sales. So what that means is that if you see a gravity of 51, it means that 51 unique affiliates have made a sale in about the last week. And with that information in mind, we have an idea now of how well the products are selling, and we have an idea, we have an indicator of how well affiliates are doing selling the product. And so the logic here is this, it's that if all of these other affiliates are having success promoting this product, the chances of you having success are super high. So the higher the gravity, the easier the product is to sell. And when you have this system behind you, the niche profit full control system, it's like you can swoop into these niches and you can just execute the system and you can see great results really fast. So it's predictably being able to create money online. So the rule of thumb is to choose products with a gravity of at least 20. Okay, so that's my cutoff. The higher the better, but at least 20. So that's what I've based my business around. I arrived at that through just a lot of trial and error and practice, and finally that number 20 is what became my cutoff, and it's what I've stuck to, and it's been really good for me. So I'm back at ClickBank now, and I'll just show you something really cool. If you go to the top and click on Advanced Search in the upper right, you'll see a screen like this, and you can set some filters. So you can see I've just set this to all categories because I want to filter the entire marketplace now. And if we go down here, I've set it to show items with gravity higher than 19. So, because I only want to see products with gravity higher than 20, and I want to see all of the products in the marketplace that meet this criteria, higher than 19 gravity. So now I can click search, and you can see that it's displaying results 1 through 10 out of 245. So there are literally thousands and thousands of products in the ClickBank marketplace, and this is basically weeded all those out, set those all aside, and given us the 245 highest gravity products, which are, really the top performing products at ClickBank. So this is just a wealth of information for us when we know how to create an ASM, because now we can create as many ASMs as we want around these products. So that's how I found this product, Real Writing Jobs. So it has a gravity, you can see there, if you look, it has a gravity of 41, and it's in the writing niche. And it's a job board, basically. I'm here on the home page of the site. It's a job board for freelance writers. So it delivers quality jobs to writers so that they don't have to go out and kind of look in a bunch of different places. This consolidates really high quality jobs in one place. So I thought this would be the perfect product to promote to freelance writers. And this also happens to be in the money category, and you'll see that I'm inside the top 50 niches report now, which again you're getting access to at the end of the call, so for free, so you can open it up, and that's the way to do it. It's kind of you kind of start actually by choosing the product, and then by default that kind of reveals what the niche is. So it's kind of backwards from how a lot of people do it. They try to choose the niche, then the product. What we're doing here is we're choosing the product first, based around gravity. And then we're saying, okay, now does it fall into one of the top categories, health, relationships, or money? Okay, yes it does. And so when those two criteria line up, then you've got a winner. So that's how I go about choosing products. I choose a product, and then that will reveal the niche. So the product is in freelance writing. The niche is freelance writing. Does that make sense? So we're back at our diagram now. We've chosen our product to promote through ClickBank. And at this stage, you've chosen your product, sign up for your ClickBank account, your affiliate account. It's free, and that's all you need at this stage. And now you can move on to the next step, which is to set up your core components of your ASM, which are your lead offer page, your free report, and your follow-up sequence. So let's walk through those 3 steps now. So I'm back at Freelance Writing Resources, which again is our sample site. And if you just look there, you'll see. So what I'm doing right now is I'm driving traffic to this page. This is where almost all of our traffic goes. And I'm collecting that traffic into an email list, right? You can see right here that it's an opt-in form. Now, of course, I can't just have an opt-in form on the page and hope people are going to opt in. I have to give something away for free. So 9 times out of 10, I'll give away a free report. So you'll see at the top there, it says, read this free report, discover how you can become a successful freelance writer in as little as 72 hours from now or less. So that's giving my audience an incentive, something that piques their interest and gives them a reason to opt in. So when they do, they get this report. So how to make money writing from home. So now what we're doing here, I'm going to talk about this lead offer, because there's a right way to go about creating your free report and a wrong way to go about it. And the value of the free report, it's not just a reason for people to opt in, but it's also gives you an opportunity to give your audience value. And that's one of the key components of being able to sell something to them once they start receiving your emails. And by the way, don't think about it as selling. We're going to talk about that in a sec. Think about it as recommending. We're going to talk about that more in a sec. But this free report, because right after someone opts in, then the relationship building starts. And the relationship building happens through content. So if you create a report that has quality content and you write it in a certain way, it will really get people engaged with you, and it will lead to better results all around. And this is called taking care of your list. Okay, so this free report, you can see I have these color codes down the right. So opportunity, problem, content solution, and recommendation. Those are the 4 components of a quality free report, and you want to put those in order. So that's the template to follow, and if you follow it, you'll end up with a great free report that really resonates with your target audience. So I'm going to give you a copy of this report at the end of the call as well. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be giving away at the end of the call. So I'm going to give you a copy of this report so you have it and you can model it in your own business. Now, another thing too, because sometimes people see this and they're like, oh, I don't want to have to write a report. You can outsource your free report. They don't have to be long. I think this one is, I don't know exactly how many pages, maybe 15. You know, your report's going to be 15 to 30 pages, and you can outsource it. And you can outsource it for as little as $30, literally, at Fiverr, which I'll talk about more later. So these reports can be created very quickly. And you can give them the sample report that I have up here on the screen as a model. The person that you find over at Fiverr, just say, take this and basically apply this to my niche. So I've kept the color coding in place so you can see it, and it starts with opportunity. So someone opts in, they download your report, they open it up, and starting out in green with opportunity, you basically, this is all just about reminding them of what the opportunity is. Why did they come to your site in the first place? So you're saying, you know, you want to say, yes, you can make great money as a freelance writer. You are in the right place, and I'm going to help you do that. So it's reminding them of the opportunity and assuring them that you're going to help them find a solution to their problem. Then after that, so you'll devote maybe a couple paragraphs to that, and then you move into problem, and that's in red. And the problem is where you really are able to connect with your audience because you describe all the problems to them that they already know they're having, but you're letting them know that you know that they're having those problems. So that's going to connect you with them. It's going to tell them that they're in the right place because you know what it is, what challenges they're facing. And it's usually really obvious. I mean, in this case, it's that they're struggling to earn income online. So this just kind of drills into that. And then you offer a solution, and that's in purple. And you outline a basic solution. So in my case, I say, you know, one of the problems is that you're not able to find quality jobs. I realize that. And that's because there's so many crappy job postings out there and so many writers competing, and it just leads to poor results all around. So the solution, of course, is to find high-quality jobs. And then that leads right into the recommendation, where I'm recommending this product, Freelance Writing Jobs, or Real Writing Jobs, which is the product that we found together a second ago over at ClickBank. And right there, that is my affiliate link. And that link is, of course, linking straight to the sales page for Real Writing Jobs. So people are clicking that. And at this stage in the game, some people are going to be buying. Some people, a lot of people won't be buying at this stage because it's a little early. But the point of the report's more to establish that relationship and get people feeling good about the content you're offering. Now, there's a key difference between recommending and selling. Okay, so selling is something that, like, throughout your ASMs, you're not going to be like really aggressively telling people, go buy, 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 buy. That's not the way to do it. You're going to turn your list off. It's a cardinal mistake. It's a classic mistake that a lot of new internet marketers make is they think they have to sell, sell, sell. That's not the case. It's all about offering some value first and then recommending a product that helps them achieve their solution faster. It's totally different tone, totally different approach. So when you read that report, when you open it up and read it, you'll see the language and kind of how it's presented. And it's a much softer approach, but it works really, really well. And you have to, so that's the free report. So we're gonna set that aside for now, fill that back into color. And now we're going to look at our lead offer page. So how do you get this online? I just want to talk about this really quickly. The good news these days is that launching a lead offer page is really fast, really easy. And there's great tools that have come along that weren't available back when I got started online that are available to you now, and it's available to everyone for launching these really professional, really high converting opt-in pages easily. So lead pages, ClickFunnels, there's certain WordPress plugins. Those three are all good options. Niche Profit Press, that's the tool that I use. That's the tool I use to launch that page you're looking at right there. That's my own custom landing page creator. So, using one of these tools, you don't need to know any code. It's all point and click, drag and drop, and you can create your page in literally minutes based off of these proven templates. So launching this literally, if you've never launched an opt-in page before, it might take you 30, 45 minutes to get it done. With one of these tools. It's that fast. It's amazing. So that's all you need, your opt-in page and then a thank you page that you're going to send people to after they opt in. So it just says thank you for opting in, check your email. That's basically it. So these are two-page websites. Now after someone opts in, grabs their free report, then they're going to start going through, they're going to start receiving your automated email follow-up sequence. And this is where you're going to be, this is the real value of the site. This is the key, because these are your emails. And internet marketing is email marketing. Selling information products online is email marketing. So if it is the cornerstone of building a successful online business, and that's just something to just kind of realize. And then it just becomes a matter of doing it well, knowing how to do it right. So I'm going to give you what I call my perfect email follow-up sequence. We're going to go through it now, and I'm going to show you how it works. But I'm also going to give you a download link to it at the end of the call as well for free, so you can have it on file and you can reference it whenever you want to create your own follow-up sequence, or give it to someone else to create for you. So there's definitely a right way to create one of these and a wrong way, and I want to go through, of course, the right way to do it. So now what this is a set of templates, and I just use these templates myself across all the new sites I launch, because these templates, I created them based on a lot of testing, trying things across lots of different niches and figuring out what worked the best. And it's a 12-part sequence. So that's what I ended up finding out was the optimal starter sequence was 12 emails. And what I also realized is that there are 3 ingredients that make up the perfect email follow-up sequence: content, opportunity, and recommendation. And it's all just about sprinkling these ingredients into your sequence in the right places and in the right proportions. And if you do it right, it creates a great relationship with your list. And the thing is, too, the reason you want to create a great relationship is because you'll be able to sell more stuff right away. You'll sell a lot of stuff through this 12-part sequence alone, but also later on you might want to build this sequence out further and create not a 12-part sequence, but now you want to create a 24-part sequence and start promoting more than just one product. You can start building it out. And if you take care of your list all along the way, you'll be able to sell stuff for years over and over and over again, just like I did with beta tips and that I'm doing with all my sites. So it's really important that you follow this type of sequence and you use these templates or something very close to them. So just to kind of show you how these work, again, they're all color-coded. Green is opportunity, gold is recommendation, purple is content, and you can see we're kind of alternating between them. So we start out with opportunity, and we remind people they're in the right place. We're going to be sending them some great content. The recommendations in gold. This is where I like to give this out right in the beginning, because people want a solution. They want a fast solution. So don't be shy about saying, hey, I found this great product. Go check it out. You can read this. You can see the kind of language I'm using to do that. I'm kind of alternating between those in the first few emails just to get that solution in front of people. And then in the middle, we're offering just some content. Content's where you're really going to build goodwill with your list and really build a good relationship with your list and make them start to trust you. And then emails 5 and 6 are recommendation. And this is where you're going to be making the majority of your sales. And this is where you really go into detail on, okay, here's the product I've been talking about. This is why I think it's very beneficial for you. Maybe even throw in some cons. Here are some weaknesses to the product, but overall, it's great. So give an honest review, and then step back a bit, and then just pile on some content. I like to do that for emails 7 through 10, and then a little recommendation at the end, and then end on opportunity. Because again, end on a high note. Leave your list in good shape, because again, you might want to come back and you might want to build this out further down the line. So that's the perfect email follow-up sequence. Now, why email marketing works, especially when you do it this way, is because it gives you the opportunity to get your message, your recommendation in front of people multiple times. And that's a key to selling anything. People don't buy stuff the first time they're exposed to it. They usually buy the 6th or the 7th or the 8th. And they're not going to buy, by the way, if you're always selling, selling, selling. But if you're lightly recommending and getting that recommendation in front of someone over and over and over, eventually they're going to buy it. So that's how it all ties together, and that's why this all works so well. Now, as far as your free report and where that fits in, just so we can fit that in, that's going to be given out in your first email. So someone gets that first email, there's a download link at the beginning, and they're going to be able to download that report right away, and then they start receiving each email after that, one by one. So again, stick around to the end of the call, and I'm going to give you access to that email sequence, the free report, the top 50 niches report, all the resources we've talked about so far. Now this is just, I've zoomed in on one of the recommendation emails. You can see it's in gold. And of course, in those recommendation emails, you have your affiliate link that's linking back to ClickBank, linking back to that product that you're promoting at ClickBank. So that click is tracked, and when someone buys it, you make commission. So going back now to our diagram here, we can fill in our email sequence. And really the last step is we have the machine set up and it's ready. It's like ready to make money. It's 99% done. All we need to do is now start feeding traffic into it, and that just ignites everything. It gets the gears moving, gets people moving through the sequence, and you will start making commission. So there's, again, so many different ways to get traffic. I'm going to give you a really cool traffic report I wrote recently at the end of the call as well that outlines multiple strategies. I'll talk about that more in a sec. But I just want to take one traffic source and just dig into it tonight, because we have limited time, of course, for these presentations. So I want to just take one and just really show you how to maximize it. It's one of my favorite traffic sources these days, and I'm using it for whenever I launch a new ASM. This is my first source of traffic. I go here and I ramp this traffic source up, and it's Facebook. Facebook's come along and they've just really made getting quality traffic easy. You can get a lot of it. You can set up ads and pay for it, or you can get it for free, or you can do a combination. And I'm going to show you a very specific Facebook strategy that's working really well right now. You can either do it for free or you can do a paid route. I'll show you both. So whenever I launch a new site, in this case Freelance Writing Resources, I'll first set up a corresponding Facebook fan page. So to do that, you just go into your Facebook account. It's literally clicking a few buttons and your Facebook page is launched. That's it. So it's not hard. It takes a couple of minutes. Now you can see this Facebook page has more likes now. When we took the screenshot, it had 11,000 likes. And now the strategy here is you build likes to your page, and now there's a benefit to doing it this way. We'll flesh that out as we go. You build likes to your page first, and then you redirect those likes out to your opt-in page. So you build likes, and then you redirect those likes out. So that's different from just setting up ads on Facebook and sending traffic straight to your site. It's different. We're building a fan base first. There's reasons for that we'll talk about in a minute. But first I want to tell you, how do you build fans effectively? How do you do it really fast, really inexpensively? And I'll also show you a free method as well. So I want to show you one of my ads, because running like-based ads on Facebook is so easy and it's so inexpensive right now. So I'm in my ad center. Let me just show you an example of the kind of ad that works on Facebook. So this ad, you can see it resulted in about 6,000 likes roughly, and we paid an average of 5 cents per like. So this gets me excited because it reminds me of Overture days when I was paying like a penny per click. And you can't, that's rare these days, but with Facebook, it's possible. So 5 cents per action, 5 cents per like. It's really amazing, especially when you realize what you can do with these likes. Now here's the actual ad that we ran. All I did is I went into Facebook and I found my target audience. So I typed in, Facebook says, when you were first launching your ad, it's like, who do you want to target? So of course you type in your audience. So I typed in freelance writers, people interested in freelance writing and freelancing. And Facebook goes, okay, we've gathered your audience, now go ahead and set up your ad. It's really that simple with Facebook. So this is the ad, and you can see all I did was I loaded an image up that says freelance is the new employed, and it says freelancing rocks. Click the image for info on how to get started in a freelancing career. So ads on Facebook and building like ads, it's not the same as running ads on other ad networks. You're not trying to sell something. You're just trying to get people to like your page. So again, it's a very kind of soft type of approach, but I like it because it ultimately will lead to better results. So because you're just not turning anyone off. So people, they see freelance as the new employed, it's non-threatening. You get a lot of clicks on ads like this. So when they click the ad, this like button, they become a fan of the page automatically. So that's how I built most of the likes to this page, many of the likes. Now the other way that we build likes is you can go into Facebook and just here at the top in your search bar, you can do it now if you want, you just type in, like I'll type in like freelance writing, and all these other fan pages will come up of fan pages about freelance writing. And what you can do is you can approach those fan page owners and you can just give them something cool to post on their page, and when they do that, you can ask them to link back to you or give you credit for it. And if you give them something cool to post, like an article or a video or even just a funny image or something, a lot of them will be more than happy to do it. You can build up likes fast that way because there are pages out there with so many fans. Sometimes you'll come across a page with like 1 million fans, literally, and get something posted there. So that's a free way to do it as well. So I like to do both, kind of combine the two. Now that's the first step, is getting those fans. Now when fans come to your fan page, you want to set your fan page up in a very specific way because we want those fans ultimately to become subscribers on our list. So I'm here, and the first thing you want to do is set up your header graphic. And all this stuff might seem kind of minor, but it's really important for maximizing your results with this because you don't want to let your fans go to waste. So when you set up your header graphic, notice mine is very specific. It's calling out to freelance writers, and it's saying, discover how to start earning more today. There's a website link and a big arrow pointing to the sign up button. Okay, that's a call to action. That's a very strong call to action. So a lot of people will hit this page and see that and take action. They'll go to the site, or they will click that sign up link. When they click that, that's linked to my opt-in page. So automatically fans are hitting, they're clicking, they're coming back out to the page and opting in, and then going through my sequence, my automated sequence. Now another place on your fan page that you can use is your About box, so make sure to put your link in your About box. That'll link back to your opt-in page. And then last, the third thing is you want to make sure to set up a custom tab. And this just takes all this stuff is just little simple things you can do from the back end of Facebook. Now for my custom tab, you can see it says free report. And when someone clicks that, it pulls in my opt-in page straight into Facebook, so people don't even have to leave to see it, and they can just opt in right there. And I use a simple plugin for that called Thunderpenny, and you can install it on your Facebook account and create your free report, your free tab, just like that. Now, so those are all just like setup things, like things you want to have in place, kind of the building blocks of your page. And then the way that you're really going to be able to churn traffic back to your opt-in page on a really, just at a high rate and in large volumes, is through updating your timeline. Now, you can automate this whole thing, by the way, with Facebook, and I'll show you how to do it in a sec, but let's talk about the concept first, because when you update your timeline and someone's a fan of your page, often they'll see that update in their Facebook account. So if you have like 11,000 fans and you update your timeline, many of those fans are going to see updates in their Facebook account where they can click those links or like them or share them. You ultimately want them to be clicking them. So let me show you, and then you just you repeat this formula over and over again and just continually pump people back to your site. So now what you want to do is you don't just want to post, go get my free report, go get my free report, because that's going to turn people off. But you want to post first just some things that are appealing to your audience. So like here I have an image, the writer is by nature a dreamer, conscious dreamer. And then that image, of course, is something that appeals to my audience. So that is the equivalent of content on Facebook. You don't have to create an amazing video or write a super long article. You can find a cool little image and post it. You can share something from someone else's page. That's the equivalent of content on Facebook. That's what's going to build trust and good rapport with your fans. And then for every maybe like 2 or 3 content posts like that, make a recommendation post like this one. Or say, hey, I have this free report. I think it could really help you take things to the next level. If you're ready for that, go check it out. So people can click the link there and go opt in. This is really powerful, guys. This works really well. It's not the flashiest stuff in the world, but it works. And you just rinse and repeat this over and over, and you automate it. So up here at the top of Facebook is publishing tools. So they have this scheduled posts feature, which is really handy for us because you can just spend an hour or 2 one afternoon, get all your posts together for the month, just load them up into the scheduled posts, and just let it drip feed. Facebook will drip feed those posts out. So you've got fans being pumped in through your ads and through your promotions with other fan page owners. You've got your fan page being updated frequently, sending traffic back to your site. I mean, at that stage, you've got a set and forget site. It's an automatic selling machine at that stage. And you can see how we haven't just haphazardly thrown things together. We've carefully chosen a niche, a product, and we've set things up the right way. We've crafted our free report and our follow-up sequence based on principles and strategies that work. So when you put all this together, that's when you have a site that's going to make you money now and is going to keep making money for years. And because this follow-up sequence is taking such good care of your subscribers, look at that as like an asset. Look at that as an investment, because that follow-up sequence, you can tap into it. You can tap into that list anytime you want. So in the future, for example, we'll talk about this in phase 2, but you might find another product that's really cool that you want to promote to your list. Well, your list loves you. So you can go now and you can send an email to them promoting another product over at ClickBank and make lots of sales. And you can do that over and over again now, and you can do it 5 years from now with the same list. So you have options at this stage. Once you have your core ASM set up, you have options. So option 1 is to add more traffic sources. So you know, we talked about Facebook, but there's so many sources of traffic out there, and if there's time, we'll talk about more. But there's still a lot more that we need to cover on the call. But just to give you a head start here, I'm going to give you this as well at the end of the call. So this is my niche. I call it my niche traffic blueprint, and this outlines multiple ways to get traffic back to your site. So you can download this at the end of the call and dig into it and start looking into it. So yeah, traffic is one of those things that there's just an abundance of it, and yeah, traffic's the easy part. So option 2, one of the easy parts. So option 2 is to build more ASM. So you can take one ASM and just start ramping up traffic, and once it's making money, the more traffic you send, the more money it's going to make. Or you can build, you can again build more ASMs in different niches. So of course, I've done both, and you ultimately want to be doing both. You can do both at the same time. Ramp up your traffic sources as you're building more ASMs, and continue to build more and more. So, you know, in terms of your earnings and like how much you can expect to earn from something like this, when you launch a new ASM, and I've been doing this now for a long time, so 10 years, roughly, a little bit over, and I still can't always accurately predict how much an ASM is going to make before I launch it. I can get a general idea, but sometimes I'll launch an ASM and I'll think it's going to be like a $600 a month earner, but it ends up being double that. So it's hard to predict. So you don't worry about it up front. Just follow the steps, launch your ASM, and then see how much it's making. And maybe you'll hit your income goal. Maybe you'll hit it out of the park right away, and your income goal, say, is an extra $2,000 a month, and you hit it with your first site. But if you don't hit it with your first site, ramp up traffic to that site, turn up the traffic dial, or just build another ASM. And that's once you know how to do this, you have a lot of control. You have a lot of power. Now, option 3, which we'll talk about, which is optional, but it's something that, you know, why not do it, is to move to phase 2. And you can basically, this just involves taking one of your ASMs and scaling it up. So I've shown you the core system, but there's a lot of like extra stuff you can do now to take it to the next level. And so you can scale it up from 3 or 4 figures per month to 5 or even 6. You can really create a really powerful site following these methods. Now, the phase 2 is big. There's so much you can do with it. So we're just going to talk about some of the things you can do with it on this call. And I'm going to show you one of my sites in a minute where I've implemented some of these, a lot of these things. Now, so that'll be a new case study that we'll look at. So before we go into it, though, I just want to ask what you guys think. And if you could type into the questions box, that would be awesome, because I just want to hear your thoughts on it. What is the #1 key to gaining maximum leverage in your online business? If you could just type in the questions box, that would be really cool. And, oh, wow, someone got it right out of the gates. Chris, awesome. Good answers, guys. I see driving traffic, honesty, building a list, consistency, all good stuff. Chris said product creation, and that's true. When you create your own products, when you go from just promoting other people's info products, you start creating your own ebooks or your own audio products or even your own video products, it opens the doors to a lot of other things, a lot of things that you can do that you can't do as an affiliate. So I have this diagram up. This is the diagram that we looked at the beginning of the call, and this is the 7-figure blueprint. And if we look at it and we just fill in that part in orange. That's what we've covered so far. That's a basic ASM where we've got primary traffic, let's just call it traffic, flowing in to a lead offer page, and then we're sending out affiliate promos and content emails. That's it. But everything else is locked off, kind of. Like all this kind of is like the internet marketing universe. But look at how much of the universe is inaccessible when you're just an affiliate. Nothing wrong with being just an affiliate, but if you want to be able to tap into that stuff, then when you transition into product creation, you can. By no means is it mandatory, but it's there for you if you want to take advantage of it. So when you become a product creator, all this stuff opens up, all the stuff in green you can start doing that you couldn't do before. These are internet marketing tactics and strategies that you can start piling on top of your ASM. And it's going to enable you to take an ASM, and maybe it's earning $500. You can turn it into a $5,000 per month site. If you have an ASM that's already making $5,000, you can turn it into a $25,000 per month site or more. So that's what product creation will enable you to do, and that's because it enables you to scale, to get bigger results from the same amount of input into the business. So one of the easiest ways to do this is a strategy I've been using for a long time, is you just take your ASM and you're promoting a product over at ClickBank. You can just create your own version of that product. I'm not saying plagiarize it, that's not what I'm saying, but create a competing product, create your own version, and just replace it with the one you're promoting at ClickBank. Just replace it in your ASM. So that's a quick way. Swap out the one you're promoting with your own. And then you're going to get so much leverage, because now you can take that product and list it in ClickBank, and now you can have affiliates promoting you. And it's really easy to do when you know how to create products. And product creation is actually a very straightforward process too. And when you know how to create products, you can do this really, really swiftly. So, and what's so powerful about this is that, you know, a lot of people, they don't have a starting point. So they go to ClickBank and they create a great product and they list it, but then nothing happens. They list it in the marketplace and nothing happens. And it's because they're not quite sure how to get exposure in the ClickBank marketplace. But when you have an ASM running and it's already primed and it's already converting and selling, when you get your own product listed in the marketplace, it's going to start moving up the marketplace right away where affiliates can see it. Because one of the factors that ClickBank looks at is how well a product is selling. And that's when a product is already selling, right when you list it, it starts moving up the marketplace quickly, and that gives it immediate exposure. So I did that with my beta site. So my BetaFish site we looked at, that was an affiliate site. And so I just had my own ebook created, swapped that out, listed it in ClickBank, and it started moving up almost immediately. So it's a really powerful strategy for tapping into the ClickBank affiliate marketplace. And I'll tell you, it is a powerful marketplace because there's so many affiliates there waiting to promote products. And then they go out, they do the marketing for you. They set up the Facebook fan pages. They go out and drive traffic, and you can sit back and now you're the center point. And so now it's not mandatory, but it's an option. But now I want to share some case studies with you just briefly here, because I mentioned earlier, you know, that lots of people are already following exactly what I'm showing you. They're getting great results with it. I want to share a few people's stories in a little bit more detail, because I think they're just worth looking at and seeing how other people have already done it. So now I'm going to share 3 stories with you quickly, and these are all people, by the way, who have just built ASMs, not their own products. So they've all just done the ASM portion of it. Actually, 2 of them have. The person that I'm going to share with you at the end was a product creator. So this is William, sorry, and he started out, he basically was working for a finance company and was just laid off in 2008 when the financial crash happened, and didn't have a job, had a family to support, and he turned to the internet and he found my previous training program and just followed the steps. So he just followed the videos, watched the videos, followed the steps, and now earns $7,700 per month on average, and gets to work from home and doesn't have to go to his corporate finance job anymore. So Now, Joanna, she was also working for a company in an office, and same thing. She wanted a change. She wanted to make something happen, and she had to. She actually had to find a way to stay home with her son for various reasons, and she had to find a way to make more money too. And she found the system, she followed it, and she made it happen. All she did was follow the steps. So she's earning $12,000 per month on average now, and works 15 hours per week doing this, and you can imagine how life-changing that is. Joanna, by the way, well, I'll talk more about her in just a bit. Now moving on to Stephen. Stephen just built one site, and he actually was working, I believe, at Kmart when he found the program, started following it, built one site, ramped his traffic up, and that site was earning $18,000 per month. And I say was because he sold it. He sold the site. I spoke to him last month, and he sold the site for a huge sum. So that's another thing with these sites. You can sell them because they're high value. These are assets. These are sites that are worth a lot, and anybody who's going to be buying an internet business knows the value of a list that's been taken care of and an ASM that's been set up like this. So those are 3 people. There's lots more that I can share, and if there's time I will, but there's more stuff I want to cover too, because I want to go into phase 2 in a little more detail and show you some more of what you can do with this, how far you can actually take it. So I mentioned that phase 2, we call it profit stacking. That's what I call it, and you can see at the base there in orange is the automatic selling machine. That's the foundation of everything. And then you transition to product creation, and you just get that product listed in ClickBank. And then after that, you can really start piling on additional strategies to ramp up your results through all of those different profit stacks that we're looking at there. So if we go back to the diagram here, I want to focus on that first profit stack, the product funnel, okay, because there's not time to go into all of them on this call, but I want to show you how to fully transition into product ownership and to really get the most out of it. So we're just going to look at that first one right there. And the thing, it goes like this. Once you have one product in ClickBank listed, now the next step to take your income to the next level is to make it part of a funnel. That's the best next step that you can take, is to sell more products to the same audience and turn it into a funnel. So what is a product funnel? It's where a lot of people I know what a funnel is, but just to go through it, it's when you buy something online and you're immediately offered something else. So you've got the front end product, this is your original product in your funnel, and right after someone buys it, then you want to offer them an upsell, product 2, and then ideally at least one more upsell, product 3, all immediately. This all happens right when the person's buying. So, and then take them to the thank you page. So instead of just one product now, you're offering them multiple products. Now the power of this, the best way to explain it is, because I'm sure you hear about funnels all the time and everybody's saying how great they are, and I can tell you they really are. They're easy to put together, and they just multiply your income exponentially. And I have a picture up here on the slide of a water slide, because that's what a funnel's like. When you get on a water slide, you're just going to go down the slide. There's really no other choice. And what happens is when someone gets on your funnel, they have to click through by nature. That's the way that these pages are going to be set up, these one-time offer funnel pages. So you have to click through to get to the end. And people, when you're making good offers to this audience and they're in that buying frame of mind, they're going to buy. They may have approached your site with the intention of buying one product, but then that you offer them something else they can't refuse, and they start saying yes, 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 when they never anticipated doing that. And that's the power of funnels, and you have to experience it. But you'll take a site that's maybe it's making a couple $1,000s per month, and just you can triple it with a few upsells. Now what you do is you list your whole funnel in ClickBank, and ClickBank has a feature. So, and I love ClickBank for many reasons, but one of them is because of how easy it is to set up a funnel. So they've got a pitch plus upsell flow feature where you go in and you can set up a funnel in a few minutes like this, and you can give your affiliates commission on every product in the funnel. Now affiliates love that. So now you've set yourself apart from the crowd, because now you're not just paying your affiliates for that first sale like everyone else is. You're paying them for every product in the funnel. Who are they going to want to promote in that case? So this is just a quick screen grab of ClickBank and what the Pitch Plus upsell flow feature looks like. It's just a matter of loading your products into ClickBank and dropping them into this funnel system and setting your commission rates. And of course, there's the nitty-gritty, there's the details, you know, walking through how to do this. We're not going to walk through it now, but it really is overall as easy as this. You load your funnel into ClickBank, make your configurations on your site, and you're done. Now, the thing is, too, build your funnel in stages. You know, don't be overwhelmed by this concept or think that you have to build your funnel out all at once. You can build it out in stages. Start with that front-end product and then gradually add products over time. Now, I want to share with you what I call my ultimate funnel blueprint. So I've been using this exact funnel structure now for quite some time, and it works really, really well. And you can model it. So if you want something to model, and maybe not now, you know, but once you have your ASM set up, you're ready to transition to product ownership, and maybe some of you already have a successful site, you're ready to transition into product ownership, you can tap into this. You can use what I'm about to show you here. So that's the funnel. I just want to give you a sneak peek or a quick look at it. We're going to drill into it, though, and talk about what's going on here. So we're going to come back to that in a sec. But this is the site that I mentioned earlier, freelancewritingriches.com. So this is a site. So we built an ASM in this space, Freelance Writing Resources, which we looked at earlier, and it was doing really well. So when something's doing really well like that, often I'll go, okay, now I want to scale the niche. I want to move to phase 2. So sometimes I'll take an ASM and scale that up, and sometimes I'll just build a brand new site and scale that up from scratch. So in this case, I built a brand new site, Freelance Writing Riches, and moved it all the way into product creation and took advantage of a lot of those extra strategies that I alluded to earlier. So you can go check it out. I'm sharing it with you because you can go over to the site, check it out, poke around, like look at it. This is what's possible. So we've scaled this into a 5-figure per month business in just a couple of months. Pumped lots of members into our membership site, and it's been really successful. So I want to talk about membership sites for a sec, because that's another thing that you can do with this system, and that's the logical next step. So you don't have to do it, but once you have a funnel in place, why not add a membership site to it? So now, if you look, this is the ultimate funnel that we looked at earlier. You can see that it starts with a free opt-in. So we're giving away something for free on our opt-in page. Then we're sending people to a low-ticket qualifier, an inexpensive product, then a main offer, and then 2 upsells before they go to the thank you page. And it's in this main offer that I'll often position a continuity program. So continuity is just another word for a membership website. And you can place a simple continuity program into your funnel, and that adds another layer of automation and another layer of profit to your business. Getting your customers on a program where they're just paying you automatically every month, it really works wonders for your business. So let me show you the exact funnel. Let's take the ultimate funnel and apply it here. So this is the actual exact funnel for Freelance Writing Riches, the 5-figure per month funnel that we're using right now, that we're scaling up rapidly. And these are the actual sales pages for the funnel. So at the beginning, we're sending traffic to, this is where I'm pumping traffic from Facebook and other places, to this lead offer page. So here we're giving away basically a free report on how to get clients on LinkedIn. Then the next step is to send people to a low ticket qualifier. There's a reason for that. So this is the ultimate client getting masterclass. This is a video on how to get clients from more places besides just LinkedIn. $7, that's it. And it's called a qualifier because you want as many people buying this as possible, because you want to qualify your buyers. That's a concept in internet marketing that you want to get familiar with. It's where you want to separate out people who are going to buy from you from those who aren't. And one of the best ways to do it is to offer something very inexpensive. And then you can, because those are the people who are willing to spend money. So then you can move them through the rest of your funnel easily, and you can move a lot of them through. So that's how we're getting a lot of people into our membership site, which is this main offer here, which I'll go into detail in more in a sec. And then upsell 1 is a video course on writing skill set. Upsell 2 is a course on mind conditioning. Now, I know some of these products are video-based products, but you don't have to do video. If you do video, you can sell your products for more because they'll have a higher perceived value, but you don't have to do video products. So if you're worried that you have to do that, you don't, because I know that can be a concern. You can do all written products. Some of the best-selling products on ClickBank right now are ebooks. They're ebooks. There's no video. So just keep that in mind. Don't think you have to create video. Now let's look at this main offer, because I want to talk about this continuity aspect and show you how powerful it can be. So this is the actual sales page for the main offer, and this is a course. It's an A to Z comprehensive course on how to become a successful freelance writer. And down here we are giving away a bonus, but you can see that the bonus is the membership site. So order today and receive a special bonus, 30 days free access to our thriving monthly community, Freelance Inner Circle. So this works really, really well. So what I'm trying to show you here is the best way to position your membership site. It's within a funnel like this. And when you position it within a funnel and you offer it as a bonus, you'll get a lot of signups, because people, in order to get into your membership site, they have to buy the main product you're offering. And when you position it as a bonus, people see it as something that's not threatening, because a lot of people don't want to buy a membership site necessarily. They don't want to enroll in something that's going to be repeated billing. I know that I've had that resistance before. If somebody wants to sell me something that's repeated billing, of course you're hesitant. But when it's positioned as a bonus, it takes away that resistance, and that's the right way to sell a membership. That's how you're going to get a lot of members. And when you do, now you've added another layer of stability and automation to your business, and the ability to scale it up now to great heights. So now going back to our profit stacking, I just wanted to show you an example of what's possible. So that's just the first profit stack, building out a full-fledged product funnel. And all these other things you can do as well. You don't have to, but everything that you do as you work your way up the profit stacking process will make you more money. But don't get intimidated, don't get overwhelmed. This isn't anything that you have to do. Now we've covered all that. We've covered the yellow. All the stuff in green we haven't covered. That's all the look at that as potential. Those are all things that you could be doing to further scale up your business. But going back to the beginning, before we got into all the product creation stuff, I remember that it all starts with your ASM and building your simple affiliate-based site and doing that right, getting that right. So, if you're just starting out, don't worry about this product creation stuff right now. I just wanted to give you a glimpse at what you can get to if you want. But the ASMs and the affiliate sites are simple. You can have your first one out tomorrow, literally, making money within a few days. After that, you can rinse and repeat that over and over again to build a very, very nice business. And then when you're ready, start creating your own products and implementing this stuff. So with that said, though, I want to share with you my newest training program, which is called Niche Profit Full Control. So this is my newest program where I'm teaching this system and all of the latest best strategies that I'm using right now to get the best results with this system. So I had a previous training program. It was called Niche Profit Classroom. We launched that in 2009, and I took on a select group of students and worked with them, and we had literally hundreds of people come through the program and have tremendous success with it. And we closed the doors of that program, actually. So I worked with those students, and then I took 2014 off again and came back, and I wanted to launch, because I learned a lot from that training and from creating that product, and I wanted to take things to the next level. And I wanted to help more people get even better results even faster. And that's was the starting point of Niche Profit Full Control. So 8 months later, the program's done. And we actually closed the doors. So we opened the doors earlier in November, and we actually closed the doors on November 17th, but we're reopening them for a short period of time, just to you guys, just to Justin and his subscribers. So just a heads up on that, we're opening the back door just for you. I'm going to go through what the program is right now so you have a full idea of what it is, and we can go from there. So there's training. There's essentially 4 components: training, software tools, and coaching, and also ready-made businesses that we're going to give you to get started with. So let's go through what's in the training first. So this is kind of the foundation of Niche Profit Full Control, and it's an 8-module video training course. So module 1, or week 1, is niche selection. So this is where we really go into the detail, guys. So on this call, I've given you, of course, this has been an overview of things, but now we get into the detail in this video course, and you get to watch over my shoulder as I actually do these things. So in niche selection in week 1, I actually go out and I select niches and walk you step by step through it. We of course go into ClickBank in more detail, but I also show you other places to find niches. And also in week 1, you're going to get access to 3 powerful market research software tools that we haven't even talked about on this call so far, that are just going to supercharge your market research. And I'll talk to you more about those in just a bit and give you details on what those tools are. With this arsenal of niche selection training and tools, you're going to be able to spot the niches that other people don't even know are there. And you're going to be able to spot them within minutes and tap into them minutes later. So let's move to week 2, ASM setup and deployment. So this is where you're going to actually get your ASM up and running and making money. So in the first 2 weeks, there's eight modules. In the first 2 modules, you're going to learn the core system, getting your ASM up. So at this point, I'm going to give you opt-in page templates and email follow-up sequence templates. I'm going to also give you 2 powerful traffic software tools to start driving traffic. You're also going to get access to Niche Profit Press, which is our landing page creator, which I'll tell you about more in just a bit. And with all of these tools and the templates and the watch over my shoulder training, you're going to be able to launch your ASM in less than a day, literally. So that's module 1 and 2. And now you can rinse and repeat that module. We have people in the program right now who already have their first sites up and running. So that's how fast it is. So that's modules 1 and 2. It's very in-depth training. I don't assume that you've ever done anything like this before, so that's something I want to be clear about, is the video training is very, very detailed. Chances are that when you walk away from the training, you're not really going to have any questions. But if you do, because I don't assume that you've started with any previous experience, but if you do, there's a place to get an instant answer, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. So week 3 is product creation. So weeks 3 through 8 now, we're transitioning into phase 2. And this is all stuff that you can apply right away, or you can work through and apply at your own leisure. But this is where I'm going to show you how to really ramp things up. And we start, of course, with product creation. So I'm going to show you how to easily transition your affiliate ASMs into product-based ASMs, how to quickly and easily create great information products that people love, audio, video, and written, and how to start selling your products through ClickBank as soon as they're ready. Now, week 4 is sales pages and product launch. So you've got your products created. Now we need our sales pages created, and we need to launch our products online. So here I'm going to give you templates. So my ultimate fill-in-the-blank sales letter template, written by a world-class copywriter. You literally just fill in the blank. You shouldn't need to know anything about copywriting. You can use this template across any niche. We've got front-end and upsell templates for you. You can launch, I'm going to show you how to launch a full-blown membership site in a couple of hours, literally, and fully integrate all of this into your funnel over at ClickBank. Week 5 is traffic ramp-up. So this is a complete in-depth traffic course in and of itself. So you're going to learn multiple free traffic strategies, simple and instant paid traffic strategies, both beginner and advanced, and how to set your traffic on autopilot and keep it continuously growing with literally no legwork on your part. It's also here that we're going to launch our affiliate program on ClickBank and really ramp that up too. So there's a lot to the traffic module. Week 6 is profit maximization. So this is where we're going to circle back to your list, and I'm going to show you all the ways, and this applies whether you're an affiliate or a product owner, all the ways that you can really maximize your profits with your list. All the ways that you can really maximize your relationship with your list. So we're going to go into product launches. And we're not just going to touch on product launches. We're going to go into product launches in detail. I'm going to show you how to execute an amazing product launch really easily with your own list, how to expand your follow-up sequence with additional affiliate offers. And that's really easy to do. How to create huge income spikes with special offers, so LTOs. And I'm going to show you how to host and run super profitable webinars and much, much more. And we're not just going to touch on this stuff, guys. I actually break open, we go into the back of my own business and I show you real examples of this. I show you step by step how to put everything together from scratch, assuming you've never done it before. So it's not just touching on ideas. This is an in-depth training program. Week 7 is content mastery. So this is where we're going to take advantage of what's possible with content. So how to launch a highly successful blog. So you'll basically, this is where you take your ASM actually and ramp it up even further. You turn it into a blog. We go into content publishing strategies for massive traffic, and we go into SEO, how to get top rankings in Google and other search engines, step by step, all of the best stuff that's working today. And then Module 8, the final module, is fine tune and solidify. So this is where we review and fine tune your sites, whether they're product-based sites or ASMs. We make sure that all the key pieces are in place and they are maximized and fully automated. And then I also show you in this module how you can outsource everything to keep your business growing on autopilot and multiple additional ways to maximize your business. Now, with each module, you get templates for instant results, worksheets to solidify key ideas, and checklists to keep you organized and on track. And then also, this is just the first part of the coaching. So with the training, at the end of when you get to the end of each module, we have a live Q&A coaching call. So this is a coaching call where we'll get on Google Hangouts and you can ask me any questions that you have about where, anything related to where you're at that stage. So any questions, I'll just answer them live on the call. If you want me to review your website, I will review your site for you and make sure you have all those key pieces in place. So these are checkpoints for you so that you're not going to get a bunch of training and then just hope that you're doing it right. As detailed as the training is, you can be assured that you're doing it right because you can use these coaching calls if you have questions and make sure you're on the right track. And if you do that, you will get results. It's impossible not to get results. Now, you're also going to get access to what I call my $1 million niche profit swipe file. So when you come into the program, you're going to get a backstage pass to my entire business. You're going to get to see my niches, my ads, my traffic sources, landing pages, email sequences, product funnels, and much, much more. You're going to get to see all that. And not only are you going to get to see it, but I'm going to give you a lot of my templates, a lot of the pages and the templates I'm using in my business that are getting results, stuff that's taken me years to figure out, I'm giving to you. So you can just plug and play and use it and get results and not have to go through all of the trying to figure it out like I did. Just you'll be able to take what's working and use it. Now this is an 8-week program, just a heads up on that, but you're actually coming in at the perfect time. The perfect time because we've already released actually the first 3 modules. So you don't have to wait for those first 3. The first 2 modules are the core modules. You don't have to wait for those. The people who came in the beginning had to wait a little bit for that module too. But you're getting modules 1, 2, and 3 right away. All the software tools have already been released, so you don't have to wait for those. Those are already there. And you're getting a lot of other stuff too that we haven't gotten into yet. But and the remaining modules, we have our next module, Module 4 is coming out on Saturday, and then the remaining modules are going to be released over the coming weeks. Now, with that said, once it's released, and you get indefinite access to it. There's no stopping point. You're going to get access to everything now and into the future. All the training, all the software tools, you'll never lose access to it. All the upgrades that we're going to be putting in place, you're going to get access to those upgrades as well. So now let's talk about the software suite. So you're getting just an amazing suite of tools to automate and supercharge your results. So let's start out with your market research tools. So Market Feeder, this tool taps into the ClickBank marketplace. It crunches some numbers, it scours the marketplace, and it pulls back the top performing products and displays them for you in an interface that makes everything really easy to see and interpret and get extra insights into. So Market Feeder feeds markets into your account on a daily basis. Market Analyzer then enables you to dig into those markets further and get even deeper insights that we'll flesh out in the training, and I'll show you why those insights are important. So this tool looks at traffic volume, social activity, product reviews, and other indicators, and it provides an overall score for your market on these different elements. And it just gives you this insight that you can use to your advantage as you go forward. It's really powerful. Competition Profiler, this tool, one of the things that you're going to see in the course that we do a lot is we do a lot of reverse engineering. So we actually watch over my shoulder as I go and I find the best performing sites out there, affiliate sites and product-based sites, and show you how to break them down and figure out what they're doing and use that information to your advantage. And this tool will enable you to do that really quickly. So it takes a competing site, it pulls its traffic sources, its funnels, lots of other data, and it shows you how well that site's performing. And I use it all the time. It's really, really powerful. Now, Niche Profit Press is the landing page tool that you're getting access to as well. So if you've heard of lead pages, if you've heard of ClickFunnels, those are some popular landing page tools out there. This tool is just as good as those, if not better in some ways. This is a very high caliber, powerful, fast, easy to use landing page creator. So it's not a toy, but it is easy and fun to use. So it comes with dozens of proven to convert templates. You can launch beautiful opt-in pages and sales pages, webinar registration pages, affiliate pages, all the pages you're going to need for your ASMs. And even when you scale into product creation, you'll have with this tool. You've got to use it. It's amazing. Next up is Traffic Advantage. And so there's two powerful traffic tools you're going to get access to. And these tools, they're just going to give you just an edge and a lot of leverage with your traffic that just a lot of people just don't have. So Traffic Advantage taps into social traffic, and what it does is you can type in a keyword and it'll go out and it'll find all the conversations online that are happening in your niche around your keyword, pull them back into an interface, and then you can use these and redirect those conversations as traffic back to your site. So you can see this is the interface here, and I've typed in freelance writing, and it's gone out, and it's gone to YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter and forums, blogs and Q&A sites, and pulled back conversations where people are talking about freelance writing. So how powerful is that? That is warm traffic. So you can swoop in and redirect it. So for instance, this is a forum. So I typed in beta fish recently into the tool, and it found this forum conversation where someone was asking about their beta fish and how to care for it. And I just responded. That's me, Beta Lover Seattle. I responded with a link back to my site. This simple forum post that took two minutes gets between 5 and 10 visitors back to my site per day. So that's not bad at all for one post. But imagine going out and doing this over and over again. And you know, if you go out and you spend half an hour one day, you can lock in 6 or 7 of these, if not more. So the traffic, it's an infinite amount of traffic that you can tap into that other people, it just would take them forever to find all these conversations and to tap into them, but you can do it all from a central interface really quickly and efficiently with the tool. So next up is Social Leads Builder Pro. So this tool is just another tool that's just going to give you an edge that's going to enable you to just ramp your sites up so fast. So this is a viral list building tool, and it will build your list for you. And the way it does that is through contests. So you can run simple contests through your site, and I give you lots of examples of how to do that in the training. But you basically, the tool will recruit your subscribers to send you more subscribers. It's that simple. So they can participate in the contest. They'll be given a unique link with instructions on how to go about posting that link in Facebook and Twitter and on their social media accounts and in forums. And they're going to be able to send traffic back to you and recommend your product, the same site that they're accessing. They're going to be able to recommend it to their friends and people in their network and on forums. That's going to get you more subscribers. They're going to be able to participate in the contest, and they're going to be able to start sending you traffic. And this isn't just an idea. This tool works. So you get in, you install it, you set it up once, and it feeds traffic back to your page over and over and over again. This alone is really all you need as far as traffic. Next up is coaching. And so let's talk about coaching, and then there's two really powerful bonuses I want to talk about, and then I'm going to give you access to those free resources we talked about too before we get to the Q&A. So first up, so with this program, we have a lot of coaching. It's hands-on, consistent coaching that you can tap into whenever you want. So within our community, you're going to get direct access to me, but you're also going to get access to my team of mentors. And these are people who have already built their own successful online businesses. They're already earning thousands of dollars per month in their businesses. They're experts, and they could easily charge for their time, but they're not charging you. They're part of my team. So you can go in and you can get an expert answer anytime you want. We have them in the forum working on different shifts because they're located in different parts of the world. So it doesn't matter what time zone you're in, you can get a fast answer pretty much anytime you want. And you can ask as many questions as you want and get an answer in the community from myself and from mentors. So you will never get stuck. And you're not going to get a two-word answer. This is coaching. So you're going to get answers that are going to move you forward. So you may not have any questions, but if you do, we're there to answer them on the Q&A calls and in the forum. So you can tap into that. It's an amazing resource. Now, we're also offering two bonuses on this call. So we kind of went back and forth about opening these back up, but because these haven't been available, but we've opened them back up for you guys. There's still limited quantity. So, you might have been on one of these calls in November and might have missed out on these, and a lot of people missed out on them. We're opening them back up for you guys for a limited time. So the first one is a video course, and this course is all about goal setting and time management. So I know it's not the flashiest topic or the most exciting topic in the world, but you know what? It's going to get you better results if you use it, because what it's all about is getting really clear on what you want. And you might already be clear on what you want, but if you're not, that's where we start with goal setting and setting an actual goal for what you want out of this course and out of this program. So specifically, how much money do you want to be making in the next month? How much do you want to be making in the next 60 days? $5,000 a month, $10,000? Whatever your goal is, you can set it, and once you have it in place, you have a benchmark where you can measure your progress, and it's really important to do that. And then in part two is time management. So that's where we talk about how to maximize your time. And I know, again, it doesn't sound flashy, but it's important because this program is all about your results, and I want you to get the most out of it. So when you sit down and, let's say maybe you only have an hour to work one day on your business, you're going to get the most out of it because I'm going to give you techniques for keeping you focused and keeping you getting the most out of your time. Okay, because I've been there. When I was launching my business, I wasted thousands of hours, just kind of sitting there, not maximizing my time. I call that the gray zone. And it may be happening to you, and you may not even know it. And when you put these techniques into play and you see how much you get done, it's like, whoa, what have I been doing? So the next bonus is 8 ready-made plug-and-play niche businesses. So these are ready-made businesses, ready-made ASMs that you're going to be getting access to. Now these are very limited. We're only giving these out to a select number of people on the call, along with the bonus goal-setting course. So you're going to get 8 ready-made plug-and-play niche businesses. These are actually supercharged ASMs. These are ASMs where, first off, I've personally had a lot of involvement in creating them. So I have a team these days that creates my ASMs. It's very hands-off for me, and that's something you can do too. I teach you how to do it in the course, but with these ASMs, I wanted them to be really, really good for you. So I had a very strong hand in working with my team, creating them, making sure they were stellar. So I actually picked these markets. I thoroughly reviewed every aspect of the components of the ASMs, and I wish I could use them, but I'm not going to. We're giving them to you, and they are supercharged. So they include a 30-day autoresponder sequence with content and selling emails, all pre-written. All your affiliate products are pre-chosen, and it's not just built around one product, but it's promoting multiple products and sending out really good content emails. It's 30 days, not 12. You're getting 20 high-quality content articles. You're going to be able to use these in multiple ways that I show you in the course. You're going to get 2 tested and proven opt-in pages with sales copy done that you can choose from, and then 2 high-quality free reports that you can choose from to use on your lead offer page. So all of that is done for you, completely done. It's plug and play. All you need to do is take it, load it into Niche Profit Press, and out comes your site. And then fire up Traffic Advantage, fire up Social Leads Builder, start getting traffic and making sales. It's that simple. So profit potential-wise, we talked about how much these sites can make, what the potential is. I just put some numbers on here just to give you an idea of what's possible and what's reasonable, actually. So if you launch an ASM once per week, just for the next 8 weeks, just make it a goal of launching once per week. You may be able to launch a lot more. But let's just say you launch 1 per week and you're making a minimum of $500 per month per site. That's $4,000 a month in passive income just from your ASMs. If you're making $1,000 per month per ASM, that's $8,000. You can make a lot more from these sites, though. They're supercharged ASMs. They're in really, really lucrative markets, and it's just an amazing resource. So I'm going to quickly recap everything you're getting with the program, put it on one slide so you can see everything, and then I'll pull up the link where you can actually lock in your spot before we close it down. And we're closing it for good after this, guys, at least until this time next year. So this is last chance. I want to go through everything now, though, that you're getting with it first. So first up, and over there's the value. This is what we would sell these components for separately. So the NPFC 8-week training program, you're getting the 8 live Q&A coaching calls with me. You're getting the NPFC templates and worksheets and checklists, all the shortcuts to give you structure, but also components that you can just plug and play. You're getting the $1 Million Niche Profit Swipe File. Again, more components that you can just plug and play and use in your niche businesses. The NPFC entire software suite, unlimited, unrestricted access to all the tools for getting traffic, choosing your niches, launching your pages, doing everything really fast. And of course, you have the training behind those tools too that show you how to use them. And you're getting access to the private forum with myself and mentors, which is, you can tap into that anytime you want and get answers anytime you want. So you'll never get lost, you'll never get stuck, you'll never get left behind. Bonus number 1 is the goal setting and time management video course for getting structured, getting focused. And bonus number 2, 8 ready-made niche businesses that you can just launch right now. So the total value is $31,000 for the program, for these components all combined into this program. That doesn't include, by the way, the NPFC development costs. This program was in development actually for over 9 months. The NPFC software suite alone was $130,000 plus to code. Because these tools are no joke. The ready-made niche businesses, the time and the effort involved in putting those together and making sure they were just stellar, $5,000 at least. Testing costs were in excess of $15,000, testing the software, testing the entire program. And total development costs, so they were in excess of $150,000, and that doesn't even include the thousands of hours spent creating this program. That said, this is extremely limited. This slide is actually from November, but it's still pretty much applicable, even more so actually, because again, we're just opening the doors for you guys for a very limited time. I think tonight and maybe the next 2 days. I don't know exactly how long we're setting it up with Justin, but with that said, after that they are closed, and they're going to be closed until this time next year. So with that said, this is an opportunity that that isn't going to come around again soon, and it is an amazing opportunity. So the total value of the program is $31,000, as we talked about. You're not going to pay that. You're not going to pay $20,000. It's not priced at $10,000, even though it's worth well in excess of $10,000. So $5,000. I want to just ask you to think about 60 days from now. If you took this program and sat down and started implementing it, and implementing the steps and building your sites, and 30, or let's just say to be safe, 60 days from now, you'd build a $5,000 per month passive income stream online that was there, and it was there now, and it was there going to be with you for years down the road. and you walked away from that with skills where you could easily double that in less than 30 days after that, and you could continue ramping it up to literally a 6-figure per month business. Would it be worth an investment right now of $5,000? Would it be worth it? So with that said, though, you're not going to pay $5,000. You can get complete access, actually, for 3 payments of just $597. And actually, you can get started for even less. So we have an instant payment discount option where you can get a $294 discount off that price when you pay in full. And you'll find everything on that URL right there. Now, I recommend going quickly. So I recommend at least opening up your browser and getting ready to lock in your order because the bonuses are really limited. So step 1, go to nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/CB. You have to go to that exact link, and we're going to put that in the chat box as well. That's the backdoor link where you can get in. Please don't give that out. That's where you can get in tonight. So go to that exact URL. Step 2, make your investment, and step 3, get started. Now, it's that simple. You're going to get instant access. Again, the first 3 modules are released. All the software is there. The mentors are waiting for you in the forum. You can get started right away. The bonuses tonight are limited to the first 25. So we have a lot of people on this call, a lot. And I just want to caution you right now, these are going to go really, really fast. So I don't want you to miss out. I just don't want you to miss out because I know you've been sitting through this whole webinar. Now's the time to take action. And you can still get into the program and not get the bonuses, but these bonuses are really awesome. So I want you to get those. So lock in your order right now. It's at nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/CB. And then we also have a money-back guarantee. And actually, it's a 60-day money-back guarantee. So originally, for those who joined in November, is 30 days. You guys are getting a 60-day money-back guarantee. So we extended the guarantee for you guys. And so you can try everything out for a full 2 months. You can build your business on this platform and just start making great money with it for a full 60 days. And you can get a full refund if at that point you decide within the first 60 days it's not for you, you can get a full refund. So again, there's the URL. We're going to put that in the chat box as well so you can click it if you want. It just went in just now actually, so you can click it there. And guys, the 60-day money-back guarantee is in place in large part because at this stage there's only one thing to do, and that's try it. That's it. That's all you can do is go in and just follow the steps. And that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do is go in and watch the videos and follow the steps. Everything is in order and outlined for you to do that and see results with quickly. And with that said, Justin, are you still with us? I know I've been going on for a long time here, and I know we have a lot of questions too.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I've been taking notes, actually learning a lot, which is really, really cool. But I'm here. We have gone it's been pretty long, but you guys have stuck with us. I see how there's so many hundreds of people on here. Let me see in the chat, did this stuff really help? Say like yes or awesome if you enjoyed it. And it's really amazing what Adam's offering here. So that's why we had to get him on, had to get him to teach all this stuff. And we've looked inside his program, and it's just amazing how there's a community in there of people learning and growing together. And it's really, really cool. So I definitely recommend you guys check it out and take that jump, because the only risk is really to not take action and miss out, because there is that risk-free money-back guarantee.
Exactly. Yeah. It really is risk-free, guys. Because you can make your investment. You can try everything out. Like it's all there. You can start launching your sites and just see for yourself that it's working. That's what I really want you to do. I'm actually excited for you to do that, to see that it's working, because that's just an amazing thing. That's one of the things I love is seeing people succeed with this. So you can test it out fully for yourself. And just a heads up, I just want to mention this now. The bonuses are going really, really quickly, faster than usual actually. So just a heads up. I don't want you guys to miss out on those. So Justin, is now a good time? Do we have time for some questions?
Yeah, guys, let's hang out and answer some questions. So, just so you guys know, we've had I think at total like 800 total people that have been here, and some of you guys left. But there are a lot of questions, guys. So please be patient with us. If we miss some of them, so we'll definitely let's be here and help you guys out.
Okay, great. And I'm just starting at the top of the list here. And yeah, guys, there's no silly questions at all, so please don't be shy. Please don't be shy. Chances are other people have the same questions you do, so now is definitely
Yeah.
the time to ask.
Awesome. So Tom is asking, hey, I have my opt-in page. If I do all that stuff, what's the next step? And Tom, really, the answer is once you have that stuff set up, the ASM, you want to start generating traffic. And what I was kind of blown away by is actually the tools that you have, Adam, the software tools for really finding targeted traffic and being able to easily in one area reach those people. I thought that was really awesome. So I'm sure all that software cost a lot, but I think it's going to really help people find success with the program. So that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. It did cost a lot, but it's well worth it. I use it. It's a huge shortcut. I mean, it's like Traffic Advantage. Literally, you guys, you're able to tap into thousands of different traffic sources all from one central interface. So it's going out, just to be clear, it's going out to Yahoo Answers. It's pulling back discussions from Yahoo Answers. It's going out to niche blogs. Like if you type in Betafish, it's going to pull back dozens or even hundreds of blogs and conversations happening on those blogs. It's going to go out to niche forums and pull back those conversations. Those are all individual traffic opportunities that you can tap into. So I love the tool. And just going down. Oh, and it looks like Brian was just asking about Traffic Advantage, so I hope that answers your question, Brian. Just let us know if you have any more questions about it.
Awesome. And Tobias, Tobias is asking, hey, do you think you could send in the link for the handouts? Could we plug them into that chat box for them?
Yeah, definitely, guys. I'm getting those ready right now, so I'll have those loaded in just a few minutes. So just hang tight, and I'll drop those in just a sec. And just an update on bonuses, guys. We're actually already down to 13 bonuses, so we have 13 bonuses left at this stage. It looks like.
Elizabeth is saying, is this a lifetime product? So Adam, I know the training and all that stuff, they're going to be able to keep for life. How does the software work? Do they have to pay monthly, or how would that work?
Yeah, guys, when you join, you're getting access for life. There's no restrictions now, and there's not going to be any restrictions later. In fact, included with the program, you're getting all the updates. So as we go forward, we're going to be updating the training. Like if something changes in the way something with Facebook's working or something else, we'll update the training. In fact, we've already updated part of the training once. So we keep the training updated. We're always upgrading the software tools. Like this Saturday, we're releasing like 5 additional templates with the Niche Profit Press Builder. So you guys are going to get access to all of that going forward, and you're never going to lose access. So yes, it is lifetime.
Awesome. That's really cool because for software, that's kind of unheard of. So
Yeah.
awesome. That's really cool. And I see some people are saying, hey, the training in there, are you going to be able to show me how to do Facebook ads? And if I have a question, how does that work?
Yeah, we go into Facebook, guys. We go into every traffic tactic that we talked about tonight and more, many more. We go into detail on in the training. Like again, with the training, like I'm not assuming that you have any prior knowledge or that you have any prior experience. So I I go into it step by step and show you exactly how to do it from scratch, and that includes Facebook, but dozens of additional traffic strategies as well. So in Module 5, which is coming out in the next few weeks, it's called Traffic Ramp Up. Like that in and of itself, we're going to be covering dozens of different traffic formulas that you can follow. So you'll have no shortage of traffic.
Awesome. Yeah, I think one of the things personally that I really liked about the program when I was checking it out to see if it was right for all the ClickBank clients is how comprehensive it was and how like step by step it was, because sometimes if one part's missing, then the whole thing doesn't work. So I really liked how comprehensive it all was and how you hit on all the bases, and they're not left like, hey, okay, I did everything now. How do I drive traffic? And I think that was really cool. And there's one thing, to be honest, that I think is missing a little bit, and I want to throw this out there for everyone else, is you don't have like a product builder, like a membership builder, right, Adam, in the software that like automatically
no membership builder.
Okay, got it. So for some of you guys that want to create a product, it'd be really awesome if you could just upload your product, and that way people can log in and buy your product and get login details and do all that stuff without a programmer. And some of you guys might know this, but we're actually creating something called the ClickBank Builder. There's a whole new version of the ClickBank Builder that's going to launch in the new year. And what I want to do, guys, because I want to make this like the most obvious, super comprehensive, awesomest program that you could get right now, so that way you could really hit your goals for the new year. What I want to do is I'm going to throw in you guys who join today, okay, just for you guys, you're going to be able to be beta testers of the new ClickBank Builder for free during our beta period. So that way you guys can create your own sales pages and membership sites, and all you have to do when you create your product, when you get to that second phase of Adam's whole strategy, is you just plug it in, and you don't have to know any coding. It makes all these beautiful pages for you, pretty much just pointing and clicking. So does that sound good, guys? Is that something that you guys would want us to throw in on the ClickBank side? Awesome.
Seeing a lot of yeses. That's awesome, Justin.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. That's just another great tool that's just gonna remove any technical headaches, you guys, and just make launching a membership site easy. That's huge.
Yeah, I think that'll be awesome. So you guys will be the beta testers. So Adam, when everyone joins, if you could send me the list of everyone that joined, and we'll make sure we set them up in the next. You guys won't get that bonus until January when we launch. So then you'll get that in your email. So look out for that. And that'll be cool to have you guys as like the beta testers, and you'll have a free account during that beta time. So that'll be pretty sweet. And I actually really liked, Adam, your mindset training and the productivity stuff, because I know from personally teaching, hundreds of thousands of ClickBank clients how to be successful in ClickBank, and the biggest thing people think is like, oh, I needed traffic, or oh, I needed this. But a lot of times what it is they just didn't have that foundation of mindset and setting up those successful habits to lead to success in the first place. So I really want you guys, even though it's not on exactly how to make money, the first part, that bonus that Adam has on how to set up yourself for success really, and being productive and making sure you can focus in and not get distracted on the next 8 weeks. I want to make sure you guys watch that first and you really get into it, because that's the stuff, the goal setting, the envisioning what you want, the planning out for success, that actually is some of the most important stuff that people don't really pay attention to. Like when you're driving by a construction site and it looks like nothing is happening for like a year, but in reality all this stuff is getting built up on the ground floor, on the foundation, so that they can build that new skyscraper And so that same thing goes with internet marketing and with some of the gurus and real successful people, is that they're all successful because of a certain mind frame and because of successful habits that they've built in. So I want to make sure you guys know that and you guys take advantage of that. So I'm sure you guys will. I can see in the chat box that you guys are pumped to have that too. So I just wanted to say that to everyone. I think it's really important.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw a couple questions come through, Justin, about costs and if there's any additional costs with the program or with what's required. And before I answer that, actually, I just want to let you guys know we actually only have 6 bonus packages left. So those are going pretty quickly, and we're almost out. So just a heads up on the ready-made businesses and the productivity course as well, those 2 bonuses. And then as far as extra costs, if there's anything further that you need to invest, there really isn't. Like the only thing that you need to launch an ASM is a domain name and hosting. So a domain name is $10 per year, which you can get at GoDaddy. Hosting is you can get for $5 per month at HostGator, which is a great host. So that's all you need to get going. And then the only other real tool that's essential outside of the tools that you're getting at Niche Profit Full Control is the email service, the service you're going to use to actually collect your leads and send out your emails. And that, like, there's so many options out there these days. Many of them have free accounts until you get up to like a certain amount of subscribers. So you don't even need to pay anything up front to get those set up. So that's it. Very inexpensive to get started. And guys, I just dropped all the resources into the chat box as well. So there's a Dropbox link in there that you should be able to download, to click on, and then you can download all those resources that we talked about through the call, the traffic report, the niches report, and everything else. So Terry's asking, how do we know if we received one of the bonuses? So Terry, if you've joined up to this point, you have received one of the bonuses. We're running out of bonuses, but if you've joined up to this point, you are set up with them. So. Just going through some more questions here. Mark is asking, should I have my own domain to secure results? And Mark, yes, you do want to have your own domain. That is the best, that is definitely the starting point of being able to maximize your results with your online business. Whether it's really this system or any system, you do need your own domain. Tamara is saying, no questions, I'm all signed up. So, Tamara, welcome. Archana, hopefully I pronounced that right. Sorry if not, but you're asking, how do I get the discount, the $294 discount? So if you pay in full, so when you go to the order page, which is nicheprofitfullcontrol.com/CB, it's in the chat box, you have 2 payment options. So one's to pay in full up front, or there's a payment plan option. So if you pay in full up front, you will get a $294 discount off the total price of the program. Ivir is asking, what system do you use to deliver the emails? And Ivir, there's lots of options out there. I personally use Aweber. That's my favorite. So Aweber is a great choice. What about you, Justin? What service do you like?
Yeah, I use Aweber too. So it's just Aweber. They're all pretty similar, but it's just about getting used to something and then really using it. But Aweber is a great place to start. It has a $1 trial, so you could check that out.
Yeah.
Ched is saying, hey, do I get a bonus if I sign up right now for the one-time payment, or are they good for the three-time payments? It's either, right, Adam?
Yeah, it's either. Either one you choose, you still get the bonuses. And we still do have a few left, although they are very close to being gone.
Cool. So Ched, yeah, take action if that's what you want to do, and you should be good to go.
Great. See a lot of people asking about the resources. Again, those are in the chat box in GoToWebinar, guys. So you can just click on that link and you'll be able to download all of those. By the way, if you did join, it would be great. Just if you could type in the questions box, let us know that you're in, and what it was about this presentation too that you liked, what resonated with you. I would love to know. I'm just going through questions here. Okay, so David's saying, I just signed up wondering where to get the 8 free sites. So David, they will be in your account automatically. So just go into your account, go into the training area, and you'll see them listed down the left in the menu in your account. Elizabeth saying it's just purchased. Bora is saying, please tell the traffic tools and their
Awesome.
links. Go ahead, Justin. Were you saying something?
I was just saying it's awesome seeing all you guys' feedback, and so many of you guys took advantage of this, because I think the biggest thing is to learn a lot, but most importantly is to take action. So a lot of you guys took action with this, which is awesome, and you're going to learn a lot from Adam, but also continue to take action with what he teaches and put that stuff into play.
Awesome. Rick said, love the presentation. Even for someone like me with practically no knowledge, it was easy to understand. So that's great, Rick. I'm really glad to hear that. David, you say that you see the bonuses now, so that's great. Terry says, I'm in. The structure of the course makes sense, and you can achieve results in weeks, not months. Very true. Terry? Awesome, guys.
Cool. And I like how there's like those two phases, Adam. So, that phase 1 and then going into the product creation phase 2. So a lot of you guys who are in, don't overwhelm yourself too much and try to do everything at once. So I'm sure inside it's going to be broken down and kind of think about everything as a growth process. So a lot of times in internet marketing, there's this big misconception that, everything you have to do has to be like, you have to do everything in the whole world all at once, and you have to always be selling and sell. And there's a lot of things that take a little bit of a process, and I want you guys to think of that as you're creating these automatic selling machines. And you can go from that phase 1 into that phase 2 when you're ready. So for some of you guys, I saw might have said, hey, this is a lot of stuff. I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm nervous that if I get in, I'm going to be overwhelmed. And while there's so much amazing content and there's a lot of tools that you give away at them and that I can't even keep track with, I want you guys, when you're in, to take things step by step by step, because that's how you're going to really get to where you want to be. If you're looking at this huge obstacle. It's going to be hard, but you want to take things step by step, and that's how you guys will find success. So if any of you guys are worried about the overwhelm, just know that it's more about taking each part in pieces rather than the whole chunk at once.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Just, yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. And you just, literally too, the way to use the program is just to follow the steps. Like, it's all in order. And when you finish one thing, you're getting checklists as well, so you can check it off and you're done. Then you can move on to the next, check that off, and then just keep going. And then if you ever have a question, just post it in the forum. You're going to get a quick answer, or ask it on a Q&A call, and just keep moving forward. And as long as you do what's said to do in the videos, you will get results. You will. So you just have to take action. You just have to use the program once you get in.
Yeah, definitely. That's the most important part, guys, is taking action.
Yeah.
Arkan is saying, hey, can you talk about the discount and how, the full pay, and there's some confusion there. So basically the way it works is if you buy the full pay, the $14.97, is that what it is?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you get the full pay, that's basically cutting $294 off, because the 3 pay, if you add it all up, is $294 more than the $14.97. So it's either one payment of $14.97 or the 3 pay of the $5.97, and that ends up being more than the 1 pay. So we want to encourage you guys to take that 1 pay of $14.97, just jump in and just focus in on what you have to do. You'll save money, which is awesome, but at the same time, you're actually putting a little bit more skin in the game. Mm-hmm. And through my teaching at ClickBank, I've actually realized that the more skin in the game you kind of put yourself in, the more you really go for it, the more likely you are to find better and better results. So that's another thing, is to not have to worry about the payments, is to just take that 1 pay. But if you can't if you can't float the whole 1 pay right now, go for the 3 pay. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And that way you are in, you're taking action, and you can start getting some results.
Exactly, and that's a great point too. What you just said there, Justin, about skin in the game and making a commitment. And I just to echo what you said there and share, my personal experiences, is that it's just so true. It's like, and one of the keys to being successful online with your business, getting results with it, getting it off the ground and getting great results with it, is to stay focused, to make a commitment to one system. Because one of the biggest deterrents to success, one of the biggest reasons I see people not getting the results they want, is it's just so easy to get distracted online. It's so easy to get distracted on the computer. I mean, it happens to all of us. And there's so many people out there selling courses on how to make money online that it's just so tempting to want to follow them all. And I fell into that trap. And I wasted a lot of hours and a lot of money. And you really have to find something that resonates with you, and then just kind of block everything else out and focus on it. And that's really the key. So I hope it's this program, but that's just something that I hope you take away from this call and really take to heart. And you have to commit to it too. And one of my favorite sayings, actually, I actually have this on my desk in my office, and it's that the best time to plant, it's a Chinese proverb, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. So the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. And it just is so true. And these sites, it's like, if you get in there and you build one of these sites, it is going to take a little bit of effort. It's going to take a little bit of learning, but you're going to have a site that's going to be paying you over and over and over again for years down the road. I mean, what could be better for your financial life? Whereas if you don't do anything, next year the program's going to close, and then you can always try it again next year. But if you build a site now, next month that site's going to be making money, and next year, at this time next year, you're going to possibly have multiple sites making money. But if you do nothing, it's not going to happen. So just something that to think about. You know, taking action really is everything, and making that commitment is really important. With that said, as well, just so you guys know, we are down to 1 bonus left. So just a heads up there. It looks like we still have a couple hundred people on the call too.
Yeah, that's a really good quote. I think that's 100% correct. And to kind of go off that, guys, it's totally risk-free. Okay, so you have 60 days to try this out, see if you like it, but that's there so you know that you can see if it's right for you and see that it works. But here's the other side of that. I don't want you guys to join just because of that and think in the back of your head, oh, I'll just get a refund later. It's really important, if you guys are serious about success, that you don't take this as a backup plan, right? That you can just opt out of trying to work hard and make it happen. Because I've seen also that people that, you know, really focus in that, oh, it's okay, I'll just refund if I hit any kind of hurdle, that those are the ones that aren't going to find success anyway. So what I want to see in the chat is a promise to yourself that you're going to work through these 8 weeks, you're going to give it your best, and that's, you know, having this risk-free thing isn't going to change your level of success, because you're not going to just back out when anything kind of comes up. So let me know in the chat box, just write yes or promise or something like that, that you're going to promise, and in anything that you do, to not really have that plan B, right? To just go for it and take action, because I've seen too many times that, you know, trying to offer risk-free and all that stuff, people at the first like hesitation, they just want to kind of give up, because they know, as if I give up, at least I was right? My favorite quote, which is kind of similar to Adam's one, is whether you believe you can do something or you believe you can't, either way you're right. So that was by Henry Ford. And it's all about, you know, if you believe in something, you're going to be able to achieve it, and if you don't believe it, then you won't. And it seems so obvious, but it's true, right? If you think that it's not for you, and you think about how you can just get a refund and that whole process, then you're going to think, oh, I was right, it didn't work, right? And you're kind of protecting yourself. So I want you to really go for it, believe in yourself. You know, Adam and I have both generated millions of dollars on ClickBank, and we're here to try to give you guys the best possible results, because as ClickBank clients, the reason why ClickBank had us talk to you guys and train you, and why I work so hard to help you guys learn how to be successful, is the way ClickBank makes money is the more money you generate as a client, the more money they make as a platform. So it's really, really important that you guys really give it your all, and you believe in, you know, in me and in Adam, that we're the ones to get you there. And if not, if there's someone else and there's another program that you think is better, whatever it is, dive in, right? Whether you leave today not joining, that's totally cool, but make sure you've learned from this and you're going to take action with everything that you learned here. So that's what I guess I want from you guys, and that's why we've been hanging out here for the last 2.5 hours.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better. That's a great quote too from Henry Ford. Justin, I like that one a lot. It's just so true. We have the decision, really, what our results are going to be. Like, it really is up to us, and it's just having that courage to say, I'm going to have the success that I want, and just going for it.
Yep, I think that's the biggest thing that separates the successful from, you know, those that kind of failed along the way and gave up. I think it's 100% just that mindset.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And Oliver's saying, how do I get started when I register? I see much video. So Oliver, right when you get in the members area, you'll see a link at the top. a button that just says Start Here. Just click that, and that'll take you to a video. And just start right with that video and just go down the list. Just watch each video in order, and that'll walk you through the whole program. It's really, really that simple. Tommy is asking how much is the full pay, and Tommy, again, it's $1,497 for the full pay option. FH is saying you can't find the resources, so those are in the control panel. Those are in your, if you look in your GoToWebinar control panel in the chat section, just look in there, click inside, you'll see a little chat box. Just click on that, you'll see it. You'll see a Dropbox link.
Here's the question. Madhu, did you really meet President Obama? So I actually was invited to the White House to accept this award for being one of the top 100 young entrepreneurs in the nation. This was a few years ago, actually. But no, the president wasn't there. We had a big like FaceTime kind of thing with him, which was interesting. But yeah, just to clarify that. Because I feel like there's been like kind of rumors or gossip, like I had this thing where, you know, we started saying, hey, this is a letter that the president wrote to us, and we got to go to the White House and got this award, and then we got students that would message me and say, hey, I can't believe you had lunch, you know, with him in the Oval Office. I'm like, no, I didn't do that. But yeah, so I want to clarify that.
I see a question from Danny. Danny's just saying, how much extra do I have to pay to run this business? Autoresponder, hosting, etc. So Danny, I went through that a couple minutes ago. Just to recap for you again, very, very little. So all you need to get your business going to build an ASM, which again, just one ASM. So a money-making website is a domain and hosting. That's it. So domain is $10 per year. Hosting is about $5 per month with HostGator. So that's really it. As far as your autoresponder, you can just sign up with a free account for now with Aweber, GetResponse, or another tool, and just use that to get going. And then once you actually are making money from your site, you can always upgrade your account if you want. But at that stage, it's just really a reinvestment. You're not having to come out of pocket for it. So that's it. That's really it. So I hope that helps. All right. Madhu is saying add Facebook ad costs to domain and hosting costs. So Madhu, no, like Facebook is not mandatory. So that's one technique that I just decided I thought would be cool to share with you guys on this call, but that's just one. Like you're going to learn dozens of traffic techniques in the training course. So you can use Facebook if you want, but there's multiple free traffic strategies too that you're going to be learning. So Johan that's a good question. He's saying, is it possible to build an ASM without buying the course? Johan, I would say that it would be very difficult. It would be difficult because there would be, you know, it's the little things. It's the little things that you're going to pick up in the training that are really going to make all the difference. That are going to make everything gel together, and when that happens, that your results are going to be really good. Whereas if you just take like what you learned on this call and you take the free resources, you can take a stab at it, but having the training behind you is just going to make a huge, huge difference. Huge. So I'm not saying don't try it, but I am saying that you're going to get much, much better results if you have the training behind you and the tools and the coaching. Terry says, I've checked out the training already and it looks top notch. That's good, training. Terry?
Alan's saying, hey, would I have access to Adam Short if I had a question? So you have those Q&A sessions, right, Adam?
Yeah, I do. So yeah, we have a Q&A call every week, guys. So yep, you have access to me. You can ask me any questions you want on that call, and I'm there. I'm there to answer your questions. And more than that, I'm there to help move you forward too. So I'm not just going to be answering questions, but you know, I'm going to give you specific feedback on what you can do to get better results on those calls as well. So.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's really cool how you said you'd, check out some people's websites and give feedback as to what they can do better. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's yeah, I've noticed that in my last training program, my previous program, Niche Profit Classroom, it was really when people, I noticed that when people took action with the training and they came on those calls, like when someone would ask a question on the call or have me review their site, it's like their results would just literally they would jump like 10 levels over the next like week. And there's just something about, engaging and getting real feedback and implementing those things that you're going to be learning on those calls. They'll have a big impact on your business. So I hope you guys take advantage of them.
Awesome. Yeah, I've seen, because a lot of times in ClickBank University and other programs that we had these live Q&As, and when the people that show up to those end up being the most successful. So so I definitely want to encourage everyone here to show up for Adam's ones. And it's a Google Hangout, so like they see you. Does that work well? I've never done that before.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, they can see me. It's on webcam, so you can see me. I can share my computer screen as well, so people can, like, if I want to demo something or take a look at your site and point things out, you guys can see my screen. And it's great. And you can type your questions into a questions box. It's kind of like GoToWebinar, but with the added benefit of on-camera webcam stuff too.
Nice. And do you stream that just from like your laptop or phone or something?
Yeah, I mean, I do it. I've been doing it just from my home office, but yeah, you can do it from a laptop too. It's super easy. You just need a webcam really and a microphone.
Cool. I'll try that out.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, highly recommended. Archana is saying, I'm looking forward to finally really creating my products, making money, succeeding quickly from this training. Excited. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm really excited for you, and I just can't wait to see your results. Mike has asked a few times if there's any of the 25 bonuses left. So Justin, there aren't any of the 25 bonuses left, but we could, since there's still a lot of people on the call, we could open up a few more. I don't know, are you up for that?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're good to be giving them away, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we don't normally do this, but there's just a lot of people asking, and there's so many people on the call, so I'm happy to we can open up 5 more packs maximum. So we'll do that now. So 5 more spots for the bonuses, and just the next 5 who get in will get the bonuses, and then that's it for those.
Awesome.
And I see someone just joined right then. So yeah, so now there's 4. Just a heads up. Mark is asking, what is the ideal time to allocate a week to meet results? So you're saying your target is $5,000 per month, and within what time period can I get this result? So Mark, It so much depends on you. Like I can't speak for you because it depends on you. Like I've seen people come into my previous program and they've made money within a few days starting from scratch, literally. Like they've made money that week. So in terms of how much time they spent on the computer doing that, like it's hard to quantify. But um, and then there's people who have come in and it's taken them several weeks. So I don't know exactly where you're at with your skill level or your previous experience or like whether everything's going to make sense to you right out of the gates. Like I'm confident it will, but I can't say specifically for you. But I will say that like on average, if you come in and if you can spend half an hour a day, let's say, just very little. So half an hour of focused work per day, you can get your first site up the first week. And then after that, driving traffic, another day to start getting traffic coming in. So within the first week and a half, you should start seeing results, subscribers, and possibly even sales. And that's like if you just don't have that much time. So, but if you have a lot of time, you can possibly get results a lot faster than that. But at the same time, guys, like don't look at this as like just get in and make money fast and like it's not like that. Like you're building really valuable sites for people, and um, you're building sites that you want to do it right. So don't rush it. Like I know there's a temptation, but go through all the steps, build the sites right from the beginning, and then they will keep paying you over and over again if you do it right. Don't look at it as like a fast money type thing. Like look at it as yes, you can make money very quickly with this, but look at it longer term too. Look at the big picture and keep in mind that um, this system's designed for creating assets that are going to last a really, really long time.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm all about in my businesses. So I think you might have gotten started the same way, where you tried to like make money quick online and and bought product after product. Like that's what I was doing. Is I was buying like shiny object after object of the new make money online product. And when I first got started, but it wasn't until I really tried to focus on building a business and building an email list and creating uh, a loyalty of subscribers that really care about me because I'm giving them great free content, that I actually built a real business, right? And I actually had recurring income coming in every month and was able to grow. So for all you guys on here, sure, money might be tight and you want to make money quick, but you want to think about this program as really building a business, and you're really building something for yourself. So Adam traveled all of 2014 from the photos he showed, and I traveled much of this year, this summer. I went to France and Spain and Italy and Greece and London and Norway, and had an awesome time. Spent 3 months traveling abroad, and it was an amazing time. But it was only because I built up in my businesses these foundational things like a really strong email list and recurring revenue and all this stuff that Adam's teaching, that I was able to do that. So if you guys want real freedom to be able to live the life you want, you need to think about it more as about building something rather than trying to make money quick. So I think that's important.
Yeah, absolutely. So just a heads up, guys, 3 bonuses left at this stage. You just saw another spot got taken. Man, we've been going for quite a while, and we still have a lot of people on the call. Let's see. So, guys, it looks like we've gotten through most questions, but now's the time to ask. Like, if you have any questions, let us know now. Now is the time to get your questions answered. Manju is saying, I'm in. Thanks. Looking forward to learning the method. Great.
Awesome. And Mark's asking, hey, are you going to be able to give us this webinar video? Like, can you send us the link to the whole webinar video later? And Mark, the answer probably to that is probably no. This is a live event, and so if we have another one, we'll send you an email invite so that you can join live again. But we probably won't want to have this floating around because, about the bonuses and all that stuff wouldn't be applicable if someone joins, later, and we just want to try to not have it floating around.
Okay, and Marla, I see you're saying that you have a question that wasn't answered. So we've had so many questions come through, and we didn't mean to miss yours. So please type it in again if you don't mind, and I'm happy to take a look at it because it'll come in at the top of our list. Thomas is saying I clicked the download link, but I have not received the additional info email, and it's been over 10 minutes. So by download link, Thomas, do you mean that you joined? If so, then check your junk folder. Make sure that it didn't get sorted, your welcome email didn't get sorted to spam. Check on that and let me know.
We've got a total of, I'm just looking at the dashboard on the GoToWebinar, we have had 819 questions, 821 questions now asked. Wow. So that's basically everyone that's been typing into the chat. So a lot of them aren't questions, but just so you guys know how much stuff is in this chat box when we're trying to find your question. So so if we didn't answer it, make sure to ask it again.
Got it, yeah. Marla, I see your question came in. You're saying, just wondering why you're not offering this again before December of next year, because I just do not have the money right now and have been wanting to do this for a long time. So Marla, that's our projected time that we're opening it up again. The reason really is that, that's just kind of the thought we have right now. But we're definitely not opening up again for the foreseeable future because we want to just really focus on the students that we are working with. And it's not just about the 8 weeks. We're going to be working with everyone who's joined well beyond the 8 weeks to continue to build their businesses throughout next year. And we just don't want to take on too many people. And we don't want it to be a program that's just open indefinitely because there's so much coaching involved, especially just from my mentors, from myself. I'm spending a lot of time as well. So to be able to give you guys the coaching that I want to be able to give you, we have to limit it. So next year around November is probably when we're going to open up again. But yeah, but stay on Justin's subscriber list. We may open again before that. And if we do, I'm sure you'll get an email.
Awesome. And there's a couple questions like, hey, I need to get login details or I want to join maybe tomorrow. Is there a support email that we could put up on the screen so people know that they can reach out to your team?
Sure. Yeah, guys. Let me put it in the chat box and I'll also just say it right now. So you can email us at support@nicheprofitfullcontrol.com. So I'm going to put that in the chat box as well so you can actually, just in case you didn't catch that. So that's in the chat box. You can grab it there. It's support@nicheprofitfullcontrol.com. You can just send us an email there. And like Thomas, I see you're saying you didn't get your login details. So just email us there. We'll get your login details right back out to you. So that's a great place to contact us.
Awesome. So if any of you guys have questions or want to save a spot for tomorrow, or you had to, you're getting a new credit card because your old card had some fraud on it or whatever it is, make sure to write down that support email from Adam so you can reach out to his team if you want to join. I'm sure, Adam, are you cool with like saving a spot or two if people email in asking you if they could join?
Yeah, definitely, guys. Yeah, just make sure when you email in that you say that you were on Justin's webinar. Um, Make sure to say that specifically, and we'll make sure that we get you in.
Yeah, so if you guys say that or the ClickBank webinar, that would be good. So yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. And I'm sure you guys been thinking about goals for 2016? It's crazy how it's already been a full year. I'm sure a lot of the goals here are going to be, you guys have goals about like finding success online or creating, a monthly income online. Let me know in the chat box what your goal is. Like, give me like a number and per month or by a certain day. You want to make your goals always like really specific and measurable. Awesome. Well, I think Adam's program would be an awesome way to kind of set the intention and set the pace so you can hit your goals, because it's not about just creating goals, it's obviously about taking the action you need to hit them. So I think this is a really good timing. I know it's like right before all the hectic holiday stuff, but I think it's actually really good timing, so that way you're on the right track to success when the new year comes.
Absolutely. I don't see any more questions at the moment. Justin, did we get through them all, or?
Yeah, I think we nailed down a lot, but let us know any last questions for the next few minutes before we kind of sign off here. So Adam, when is the next Q&A? See, Arshana is asking about that.
Yeah, I see that. The next Q&A is Thursday, actually, or no, it's Friday. So day after tomorrow will be the next one. So we always do a live Q&A, then we'll release the next module. Then we'll do a Q&A for that module that was released the week before, and then the day after we'll release the next module. Then we'll wait a week so that you can digest the module, and then we'll do a Q&A for that. So that's how it's structured. And if that didn't make total sense, don't worry, it's outlined in the, in the program.
It'll be inside. I got confused too.
Yeah. It was confusing to me explaining it, so maybe I just explained it wrong. But Manju, I see too, you're asking when does the program start? So it's already started actually, because again we started it in early November, mid-November, and it's been closed since then. We're just opening it up here for just a brief window of time just for you guys. So you already have access to a lot of the training that's been released. So that's awesome for you, because you can just dive into all of it right now, not have to wait for that core training to get released.
And Yurchna, sorry for mispronouncing your name pretty poorly there. And for anyone else's names that we totally messed up.
Yeah. All right. Night, Marla. Thanks for being here.
All right, cool. I mean, it looks like the questions have wind down. It's crazy how there's still over 100 people hanging out with us. It was really great hanging out with you guys, and I think everyone got a lot out of it.
Yeah, it's been awesome, guys. And yeah, if there's any questions that you think of after the call, just shoot us an email. You can email my help desk at support. In fact, you can email me directly if you'd like. So let me give you my email. And so you can email me. I'll make sure that if you guys want in, that we reserve a spot for you. Just mention you're on the ClickBank webinar or Justin's webinar, either one, and I put my email there in the chat box, so you can email me after this call if you have questions that come up. And but it looks like we got through most of the questions on the call, so if not all of them. So yeah, it's been great. It's been great. Thanks, thanks for having me, Justin. It's been awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And that's really cool that you put in your email there. That's actually his real email, guys. So
Yeah.
that's the email I use with him. And that's awesome. So thanks so much, guys, for coming out. It looks like you guys learned a ton. I actually learned quite a bit, to be honest. So that was really cool. And can't wait to hear from Adam all your guys' success stories inside of Niche Profit Full Control. And yeah, guys, have an awesome rest of the night. So it was a long one. We're like at 3 hours. It's cool hanging out with you guys. And I guess we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Justin.
All right. Thanks so much, Adam. Talk to you later.